What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Real Fan Sports. And those that are new, checking us out for the first time, we are here for the AFL Grand Finals. Non's first ever AFL game, my second, but both of ours first Grand Finals ever. And I'll tell you what, I am super hyped about it. We're going to be checking out the Brisbane Lions versus the SYDNEY Swans. And guys, we have a guest that's going to help bring this thing all together. He's going to give us all the information on the game that we need to know, the players that are being activated today, who we're expected to see the most out of, and all that great stuff. So thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all haven't already, hit that like button early, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and we're going to get things going. But I will say this before I bring Sinbad in, we are going to be doing a 6-leg parlay. This is our community 6-leg parlay on our channel. So after we introduce Sinbad, we'll have that up. The poll is already active. So go ahead, vote on the poll. Let us know who you got, Brisbane plus 3.5 or the Swans minus 3.5. We're going to do 6 legs. We're going to do the spread. We're going to do the totals. We're going to do last to score. We're going to do even or odd. And then we're going to do one other one, but I forgot what it is. So keep an eye out on the poll. We're going to call it every 5 minutes, shut it down and start the new one because we're in a rush. We only got like 25 minutes. All right. So without further ado, let's bring in our boy, Sinbad. What up, baby?
What up, man?
Good afternoon or evening or morning, depending where you are around the world.
Yes, sir.
This is the game of games.
Absolutely, man. It's about to be a lit time. We're about to have a great one. What's your expectations today, man?
My expectations, I truly think that given the Swans have stayed on top of the ladder all year, and they've been there for a reason. They got a great start to the year. They did the traditional relax in the second half of the season, lost a few games, but they've now responded again. So I'm anticipating we'll see a Swans victory somewhere in a 3 to 4 goal margin.
Okay. 3 to 4 goal margin. Sounds interesting.
Obviously, Brisbane have come off the grand final of last year, only losing by a few points, but the Swans are a far more professional unit.
So this is a revenge game for the Brisbane Lions then. They've been here before, been here last year, lost, and now they're trying not to leave without taking... Do they get a plaque? Is it a trophy? Like, what do they take home?
Well, after a certain player threw his medallion into the crowd for coming second, the league stopped presenting players with anything. So Sydney's also obviously a little bit of... Sydney's obviously also a little bit of redemption in that it was only 2 years ago they were in the grand final and lost to Geelong. So, both teams have a recent history of grand final losses, and eager to get over the line today.
So everybody, go ahead, get y'all's votes in real quick. We're gonna go 1 to 2 more minutes on the poll. You're gonna see that poll down there in the chat. Brisbane right now is leading it with plus 3.5. So let us know who will cover the spread. Does Brisbane going to win, getting 3.5 points, or will the Swans win by more than 3, by 4? We'll go 1 more minute, and then I'm going to shut it down, and then we'll move on to the totals. So as a Swans fan, so you're a lifelong Swans fan, I'm assuming. Is that how it all works out there? Like you pick one since birth, and then that's it. That's who you ride or die with, good or bad?
That's essentially how someone would select their team. Generally following a family tradition, but likewise families are divided, and likewise friends, all sorts of influences occur. I'm not a Swans fan myself. I'm actually a Collingwood man. But you recognise quality, and you have expectations on what they were able to do.
So you said you're a fan of who now?
Collingwood.
Who
won last year.
So they won last year. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, so you really are waiting to see the Brisbane Lions go down again. Y'all took them out last year, and now you're like, all right, we'll let the Swans take them this time.
Yeah, exactly. Likewise, many of us Melburnians who obviously don't have a team in the grand final this year are looking at this as a a mix of the old Fitzroy and the old South Melbourne game. These two teams under their Melbourne clubs met, what was it, 125 years ago in a grand final. So
Oh, wow.
it's good to see them back again.
125 years, that's crazy.
A 1 point win to Brisbane it was. No, sorry, Fitzroy.
So I've actually been seeing a lot of Brisbane Lions fans coming into our videos that we posted. We had posted a couple AFL videos earlier this week. If you haven't seen them already, after this the day's game, please go and check them out. Let us know what y'all think. But I was kind of surprised because, like, I've always heard, at least from the NRL people that, Queensland is all about the NRL and people in Queensland don't give a rat's ass about AFL. But obviously that must be fake because we had a bunch of Lions fans coming in and repping their squad in our comments the last couple of days.
Yeah. Historically, Australia was a divided nation, divided by what was called the Barassi line. To the east and the northeast were the rugby league states, and to the west and south was the Australian Wool states. And so essentially, historically that's what divided the country. But obviously with the AFL's move into the rugby territory, and likewise rugby leagues moved down to Melbourne, and probably others into the future. Yeah, we're seeing a slow merging of the competitions.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I've heard a lot, because I know the NRL has, I think they have 3 teams already planned out to come into the league and over the next span of the next couple of years. And I think the AFL, I've also heard, is supposed to be adding some teams as well. So both sports are growing at a good rate.
That's right. So obviously 5 years' time, we're expecting the Tasmanian Devils to join the competition as the 19th team. And as everyone knows, everyone hates a bye. Having an uneven number of clubs, so hopefully we'll see a 20th team soon after. I'm fingers crossed we're getting a Darwin team. I think that would be sensational for the competition.
Awesome, man. So, as for new guys like me and Nan, and we will get to all the comments. We are seeing the guys. We're just trying to do a little background leading up to the game, and also trying to get through this our community 6-leg parlay. We got to have one more minute on the vote, and then we're going to go on to our next one. What if for people like us that are new to the sport, maybe we have some people tuning in that have never watched the AFL. If you haven't, it's actually on FS1. So in the US, it's on Fox Sports 1. You can go and watch the game along with us and see what it's all about. It's a really fun game. But what is, a couple tips or whatever, of what to expect as a new viewer of the sport?
Yeah, all right. So look, AFL is not a complicated game. Once you know it, obviously. If you don't know it, today's your chance to just sit down, watch, learn, and enjoy. Much like Zach did only a few weeks ago.
Absolutely.
AFL, or footy as we call it here, is played in an area the size of a cricket ground. In fact, the venue today is the Melbourne Cricket Ground, which some cricket fans obviously will be familiar with. The capacity of the ground is almost exactly 100,000, and it will be full. So we will see a full house there today. Obviously, the aim of the game is to simply score goals. The game will start with a tip-off, much like basketball. The ball can be moved in any direction. Obviously, the aim is to get towards your goals. There are 3 ways to move the ball. You can kick it. You can handball it, which is holding it in one hand and punching it with the other hand. And you can run with it. But if you run, you've got to bounce it every 15 metres. You cannot throw the ball. Throwing is not allowed. If a player catches the ball after it left the foot of another player, it's called a mark. That player can then choose to decide whether they want to play on, or they can stop and consider their options and not be tackled.
So if they play on, then it's just they just simply run it out, or they can stop, give everybody a breather, and set up for a big boot. What's the strategy behind it? Like, is it Do you normally see more play-ons like in the earlier parts of the game, or if you're a team that has higher fitness, will you typically do more play-ons at the end of the game to try to keep the opposing team lacking? Like, what's the strategy between determining when to set back and kick and when's to just let it rock?
Commonly, it depends on the flow of the game. If obviously your team is on a run, you're going to play on every occasion. You're not going to let this game sit and let the opposition get their positions right. You're going to play on immediately. Likewise, if you're behind, you'll stop. You'll try to let your players who are running everywhere put themselves in much better positions for getting the next play.
Awesome. I want to give a big shout out. Our boy Hoodie Juby just went ahead and sent us over a little raid, man. What's up, everybody? Coming over from the Hoodie Jube stream. I hope y'all had a good one. I know we got a lot of injuries for New Orleans Saints going in to week 4 of the NFL. Hopefully, it'll all pan out the right way. We'll see. It's still the Dirty Bird, so we always got a chance. So thank y'all for tuning in. We are doing a live stream for the AFL Grand Finals, which is a sport based out in Australia. It's Australia Football League. So make sure y'all go and check it out. It's actually on TV right now on Fox Sports 1, so most people in the U.S. can watch it. And I'll tell you what, I think it's a game that you can watch and enjoy easily without having to know a whole lot. It's a very fast pace, a lot of high flying, a lot of big plays. It's a lot of fun. Please turn it on and join us for the rest of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll be here for about just over 2.5 hours when the game will complete, and then obviously the presentations will occur. Now, interestingly, as opposed to a lot of other games, all the players on the ground are allowed to participate in any facet of the game. There's no restriction on where they're allowed to go or allowed to stand or what function they're allowed to perform. But obviously, many are specialised in certain positions. 18 players on the ground for each team at any one time. There will be 4 interchange players on the bench who come on and allow other players to rest or get injuries assessed. And then there's also going to be 1 substitute for each club who will then be replaced or replacing a player who might be injured or have concussion issues, whatever it may be.
So what's the strategy behind like the go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, just read the chat.
There is no there is no send-off rule. There is no send-off rule in this game. So retribution for any illegal hits is common. So if someone does the wrong thing and the opposition don't like it, they can expect some action. Go ahead, Zach.
So I was going to ask, so what's the strategy behind? I know you said like different players with different skill sets. So what are like your main core skill sets that you have? And I know there's also, you told us a variety of guys that are taller and smaller. Like what differentiates their skill set and what type of positions they play on the field?
Yeah, okay. So that basketball tip-off I spoke about earlier, that'll probably be your tallest player on the ground. He's the ruck. His function outside of that is to often go forward to try to take a mark, take a catch, because he's the tallest player there. Hopefully he can outreach the opposition. Likewise, he might go down back to stop a similar ball coming down that way. And what you'll find often is the 2 rucks will just follow each other all day. They'll play on each other, and wherever one goes, the other will go. Today we've got 1 ruckman, been in the game 10 years, highly experienced, multiple MVPs. Another one only come in because the main ruckman was injured last week. So we'll see how that matchup goes. I'm expecting it might be a very one-sided affair, that part of the game.
James Smith, what up, James? How you doing, brother? And again, we will go through in a couple minutes and say hello to everybody. We do appreciate everybody for being here. We just want to make sure we're going through some of the basics and everything like we said. Also, don't forget the poll. Just put up the new one for final score, totals, odd or even. So go ahead and get your vote. We're going to try to do this one within like the next 2 minutes. I'm going to close it out. So get your votes in quickly. Don't miss out. If we win, we will donate half of the winnings back to the channel in the form of gifted membership. So make sure you also have the gifted membership option turned on. That way you can receive them. But James had a question. He said, hey, Sinbad, have you explained the scoring to them? Now, we know the scoring now, but explain it just for everybody to know.
Yep, that's what we're about to move into. So, firstly, on the screen today, you will see 2 different types of scoreboards. One will simply be something everyone's familiar with, just the total current score as it stands. 65 to 43, whatever it may be. Alternatively, there will be another scoreboard typically shown after each score occurs, which is broken up into 3 columns: your goals, your behinds, and your total points. Now, a goal is worth 6 points. A goal is scored if the last thing the ball touches was the player's foot. That's probably the best way to describe it, because it can go through as a bounce, a roll through, it can go through the air, it doesn't matter as long as the last thing it touched was the player's foot. And it has to go through the 2 tall posts. There's 4 posts at each end of the ground, 2 middle posts are the tallest. It has to go through there off that player's foot. And again, a goal is worth 6 points.
Awesome.
After every goal, the ball is then returned to the centre for another tip-off.
Perfect. And whenever it goes between the 2 outside goals, it's called a backdoor, correct?
It's called a behind.
Is that what it is? So behind. God, it was one of those. I knew it was one of those.
Back there,
a little more, a little more suspect. It's one of those.
What did he say?
Not going to go there.
I'm not going to go there.
So obviously, if it goes through the goalpost but didn't come off the player's foot, or that's not the last thing that occurred, it was maybe touched by the hand or carried through, whatever it may be, that's then a behind at 1 point. Likewise, if the ball goes through the outer posts between the tall and short post on each side, it's only 1 point, no matter how it went through. Rushed through, kicked through, whatever. It doesn't matter. If it goes through that particular part, it's 1 point.
All right. Let's see.
Now,
all right. Next poll up. We're going to go ahead and do total goals. So go ahead and get your votes. We're going to try and go through these a little bit quicker. I'm going to hold them to 3 minutes because I want to make sure we're able to get the bet off before the game starts. Total goals, we're going to have
10 minutes left.
Over 25.5 and then under 25.5. Get your votes in very quick. If I see the number get to 20, I'm going to cancel it right there if it's one-sided, or if it gets one-sided at any point, I'm going to go ahead and cancel it early. That way we can make sure we get it through. So please go ahead and do that. And I knew you were about to say something, but we had a couple more questions. One of them was, well, first off, Freddie said the most funniest thing I've ever heard. He said, once you go Asian, you don't want to go back to Caucasian. That's hilarious. But Gimwell wanted to ask Zach and Nan about this. What do you think of a finals being played during the day? We know you guys, they're accustomed to being during night. I'll tell you what, as far as we go, I love this because it's at a normal time for us. We don't have to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're chilling with this, but it is a little weird. It definitely is a little weird if we were in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's tradition. It's tradition. We keep that tradition.
And then Hoodie Juve said this guy's voice is amazing, man. Definitely hire him as an AI voice for this channel, please. Like, hey, main star. Look, you need help with your AI voices and stuff. Sinbad, he's got you rolling.
There you go.
And then also shout out Hoodie Juve. Oh, that was his $4.99. Shout out to Hoodie Juve with the super chat, man. Says this guy's voice amazing. Hire him as an AI voice for this channel, please, and thank you. You know what? We'll talk to Sinbad and we'll just get him to say thank you for subscribing to Real Fan Sports, and we'll make that the new soundbite every time we get a subscription. That'd be fire. We do have a close one in the votes right now, guys. By the way, under and over. I'm gonna let it go for 2 more minutes. It's a minute to go right now. I'm gonna let it go for 2 more minutes. Get your votes in. We have 15 votes right now. 28 people in the channel.
Okay, just quickly, a couple more points. That scoring I spoke about before. The ball has to go all the way past the line. It can't simply go near the line like in many games. If it goes a little bit over the line, it has to pass the line completely to score. Now, around the ground, there's a boundary line. The same rule applies. The ball has to go completely over that line before it is deemed to be out on the full if it came off a player's boot, or if it's simply gone over and has to be then thrown in to play for another tip-off by an umpire. Let me see. Now, there is a long list of infringements that occur, flag on the play. No, there's no flag, thankfully. I'm not going to go through them here. You'll see them through the game. The commentary team that are on the TV will talk about them. Likewise, please throw your questions here, and I'll endeavour to explain.
And the biggest one is normally like targeting the head, right? Like targeting the head is the one that I've seen the most common.
Yeah, look, targeting the head, obviously, given concussion issues that are coming up in all sports, obviously, yeah, it's something that's heavily looked into. But likewise, there's a drop in the ball rule, there's a hole in the ball rule, and again, it's all open to interpretation. So you'll see, obviously, 4 umpires on the ground today officiating, and they will all have their own interpretations of what that rule actually means. So again, be prepared for some ordinary decisions, let's say.
I seen
there was one. Do y'all remember? I'm sorry. Do you remember what the other prop that I wanted to do? I know I named out 6, but now I can't find it. I guess we can do total.
Odds
yeah,
evens?
I did odds even. I did total goals. I did
last goal.
Let me see. Did I do last goal? Yeah, I did last goal. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope. Stop. Oh my goodness. I'm throwing right now, guys. 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, that's not. Is that not 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was the same thing. Okay. We'll do behinds. We'll do behinds. Total behinds. Not back doors. Total behinds. All right, go ahead. Sorry, guys.
And I was gonna say, I did read that there's one of the officials for the game is a new official. It's his first time doing the grand finals.
Oh, interesting.
Does that bother anybody? Is that kind of like a nerve for us in football or basketball? We would be nervous about that because you wouldn't know how that person would affect the game. What does that feel for you, Sinbad?
Look, I don't anticipate he's going to do the first bounce, but outside of that, I don't think it'll be any different to any other game he's controlled. He would know all these players backwards. He would have been in the game several years to get a grand final. You've got a lot of experience already, so no, I don't anticipate it's going to be any different for them.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to go 3 minutes to vote. 3 minutes to vote on the last one, and then not. If you want to run through and just welcome everybody into the channel. I know a bunch of y'all have kind of hopped in, hopped out, a lot of different conversation, man. As always, we appreciate y'all, and if y'all haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And if you want to, you can also share the channel. You can share it through text, through Instagram, Facebook, MySpace. Well, maybe not MySpace, but you can send it to your ex, whatever. We don't care. Let's get some people in here. Let's have some fun for this game, man. Go ahead, Nana, and take it away.
First off, shout out to main stars. Sinbad came here early. Ace, who's been here early as well, started before the streaming started. Going through just a couple of names. Let's see what we got. Taterhead, thank you for stopping by. Austin. Scroll down more. Burb. What up, Burb? Ant-Man is here. Brocky Sports is in the building. Hootie Jube is in the building. Peter H is in the building. Ellen Hanwright is in the building. Hurricane Mike, thank you guys for stopping by.
Hurricane Mike.
James Smith Jr., who asked a question earlier. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. If you guys haven't already, definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already either. Again, Will, of course. Thank you for being a mod for the channel. Michael Mayo. Hello. Tim Edits. Freddie Jong with some funny quotes coming in. Let's see who else we got. Vicky over on Twitch. Thank you for stopping by over there. Appreciate you for supporting for this long. Kabaru, welcome back. Zweisler or Z Weisler. I'm badgering names most likely. Peter H again. But I think for the most part, top 40 researcher. Welcome back as well. Says no broadcast of the game on here. Why is that? We can't show the game. That's called illegals. Copyright infringement. You can't do that.
And also shout out Hoodie Jube with another $4.99 super chat. Hoodie just got money to blow. He must have sold a car today. That must be what it is.
I think he sold a car.
He said, imagine hearing him in an angry, pissed off voice. Ask him what would make him mad. I gotta hear it.
That's directed to Sinbad, of course.
Top 40 said it's not in Australia. I can't imagine that it's not in Australia. So you tell me any person anywhere can just broadcast the game? I have a very hard time believing that. If it is, good on them, but it's definitely not like that here. Final like 30 seconds. Oh, nope. I lied to y'all. It's over. Under 23.5. All right, so we're all going low scores here.
We got the stadium up on the screen now.
All right, so I'm gonna close out this share screen because I gotta add money to my account.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and then I will get.
Don't show the game.
Oh wait, why isn't? Oh shit. Oh, as a parlay. Why isn't it letting me do it as a parlay?
We're doing our anthems currently. Again, like Zach said earlier, if you are in the U.S., you can watch this on Fox Sports 1, which most cable providers do have.
Guys, y'all are going to be very upset about all this.
Well, you can't do it?
You're not allowed to do parlays on the Australian sport. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to do this. So that was a big waste of time, but we all know what y'all's votes were, and if they were to come correct, I'll still gift out some gifted memberships. So,
I mean, matter of fact, we could do some gifted memberships right now.
We actually could. You know what? Matter of fact, you're right. Let's go ahead and give out some gifted memberships for everyone that's
just
came
for
in early.
Everybody come here, yeah.
I like that too. What's up, babe? If you shoot a nail in the direction of my face, I think I might smack you around a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't no one wants your crusty nails like all over the room. I'm just kidding. Goodness, I'm just kidding. All right, let's send out 5. All right. There's 5 gifted memberships out on the way. So let me go ahead and I was trying to see if ESPN's gonna show the final score in here or not.
Non, who you support today?
I don't really have a hat in the game. I just want to see a good game. That's my first time watching. Not really picking anybody specifically. I just want to watch a good game. That's all. I know you guys are supporting the Swans. I understand that. I mean, if just to be at odds, I'll go Brisbane.
See, I told you. You were right.
Everybody
you
mad.
Were right,
just to make everybody mad. Just to make everybody mad.
He's a bastard.
No, I just like chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got it all? All right. So right now we're going to go ahead and we'll rock with this scoreboard, guys. If y'all have a better website for me to use for a scoreboard, send them down in the chat. Just don't add the .com or .whatever. Just type in the name as one word.
Take away the dot. Take away the dot.
Yeah, take away the dot. Or do space dot and then just enter. Don't add the com. I think it'll automatically delete it if you do. What up, Vicky? Vicky said, what sport is this? Well, this is the AFL. It's live on Fox Sports 1. If y'all want to go and check it out, y'all definitely can. And man, there is a lot of comments coming through right now, and this is awesome. We did go ahead and send out some gifted memberships. So shout out to Dan Raff. Shout out to Welp. There it is. Vasu Sharma, our guy. We're having a video coming up in the upcoming weeks of Sharma's cricket highlights or training sessions. He's an up-and-coming cricketer in India, hoping to go pro, plays at a high level, so we'll be reacting to some of that later on in the month. Sinister also gets a gifted membership, so shout out to Sinister. Thank you all for being here and being a part of the channel. We truly appreciate it. And like we said, if we we have fun times tonight, maybe we'll send out some more later on this evening. I do see Dolph in the building, so I have no idea who the Swans are. The Swans are the team that's about to win tonight. That's what it is, Dolph. So this is a new sport. Yeah, this is a new sport that we've covered here. It's called AFL. It's out in Australia. It's a very old sport. It's new to us. Very old sport. Historic sport. We're already seeing some fighting, some tugging, and some pushing started off. The chippery is happening. But the game is live for our U.S. viewers. It is live on Fox Sports 1. So please go and check it out.
I like how they just start out before anything really pops off. Just start shoving each other.
He said, give me a membership or else. Well, Ace, you know what? You could get your own membership for $1.99.
Really, $1.99?
Come on. And if you got a membership, you get to use all of our awesome emotes, as we see right here. But the game is underway. Give us a moment, guys, because we are going to have to try and get synced up a little bit. Do we all want to, like, pause at the 19th minute? What are you seeing right now, Sinbad?
See a big boot from Brisbane.
We got not good reception here today, so I'm probably about a minute behind the real coverage.
Oh, that's fine. We'll pause and wait for you. Let us know when it get. What are you at, Non? What time?
Hold on, I gotta move my mouse. I'm at 19:33.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna pause at the 19-minute mark. You do the same, Non, and then Sinbad, whenever you get the 19-minute mark, go ahead and let us know. We'll start our play up. So for everybody, that's the cue. If y'all want to do the same thing, y'all can. We're gonna pause at the 19th minute mark, and then we'll press play once we're all synced. I'm at 19 minutes now, and we're waiting on Sinbad. I think he's gonna be the furthest behind us. See, Sinbad, you kicked your daughter out and everything, and you still ain't got good reception. Yeah, go make sure she got all the tablets turned off and all that stuff. I got 19? Yeah.
No, it's Sinbad. I was talking about Sinbad.
No. He just saw it.
I just had the bounce.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, yeah, you definitely behind.
Yeah, he's about a minute behind us.
Don't forget, you guys, hit that like button, please. Especially if you're actually enjoying yourself and happy to see Americans doing something different besides basketball or football. Hit that like button.
Yeah, we do a lot. We do a lot of different sports around here. We've done the NRL. We're going to do the grand finals next week for the NRL. We've done State of Origin. We're also going to be doing the India versus Australia test match. The time actually works out great, by the way. Now we looked at it earlier. Wait on your call, Sinbad.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we're off now.
So
for this type of
line.
There we go. Yep.
Big boot. Oh,
and that's an early goal.
Already with an early one.
Are they blowing the whistle on that though? Oh, it's a free kick.
Yep. It's a free kick before that kick of Neil's, so they've just to pull it up and give Charlie Cameron a kick.
Oh, that's.
What does everyone feel about no players' names on jumpers, only numbers?
Confusing for us, but I mean, I guess it works. Why is that? So like, if you go to buy a jersey, are you just buying a jersey with no number, no name, just the logo on it, or like how does that work?
That's it exactly. That's it? You put a name on it if you want.
Oh, he whiffs the free kick.
Missed it.
He whiffs it for the behind. Oh, that's bad. Get the 6 taken away.
That wind is booming too right now.
Yeah, that wind's rolling. What's up, Vasu? How you doing, my brother? Let me pull up everything over here. Okay, people, there are on delay, so no spoilers. Yes, please, if y'all are ahead of us, please don't spoil it unless we say it first. Thank you, Peter. Himanshu, how you doing, my brother? I did see Towns trade T-Wolves to the Knicks. Knicks about to be crazy next year, bro. They're about to be nuts. Who is y'all's go-to player of this match for either team or just one team? Let us know. I see Austin already says Lester is the X-Factor player. Thank you, Austin. What number is Lester so we can keep an eye out for him? And for what team? Sinbad might be able to tell us, but...
He played for Brisbane. I don't know his number off the top of my head. He's in the back line generally, so to the right of screen at the moment. You should find him.
Let's see. Literally all of Melbourne and Brisbane is going for the Lions. No one likes Sydney unless you live in Sydney. Is it really like that, Ellen? Is it like that? Now, look, I was trying to find a shirt that would match because I am rooting for the Swans. I got to watch the Swans take down the Giants just a couple of weeks ago, and they made me a fan after that first game. Now, I only have one red shirt, and you know what? It might not be the same, but they're Pelicans. You know, they both fly. I guess they're kind of the same, right? No? Oh, good block. All right, we get an early whistle for head contact.
Free kick to Dunkley. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, thank you, Tater. I did see that. If that's the news you were talking about, then I did see it. That is crazy, man. I think the Knicks are gonna be really good. I think that's a big miss for the Timberwolves. They should have tried to trade away Godere. Like, apparently nobody wants him. That has to be what the case is. I actually thought that I actually thought that Carl Cat and Anthony Edwards actually worked out really well.
I think in the playoffs it didn't work as great as people think it did.
Yeah. Ellen said, "Thank you for mine." Anyone see Sri Lanka versus New England test? I have not seen anyone in chat. Has anyone watched it? But like I said earlier, we will be able to watch some of the test matches for India and Australia. So it should be some very fire streams. And I think there's actually a couple that I might be able to, depending on work and everything, be able to watch like a full game. So I'm actually really excited about that. So make sure y'all come by and keep me entertained, because it's 8 hours. We know it's a long time. So I'm going to have lots of questions. James says the one scary thing about the Swans, they tend to start slow, then gain momentum. Yes, that's exactly what we saw against the Giants. So why is that the case, Sinbad? Why is it that they start slow? Is it strategy, or is it just that it takes them a little bit to wake up?
Take your pick. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of teams like to use momentum, and the Swans, this year have perfected it. They seem to get on a run and will just dominate a game after a certain point. Usually it's
another free kick opportunity for Lions, but it goes behind. Usually the what? I'm sorry, cut you off.
No, I'm just saying it's usually just the team's fitness allows them to go on the long momentums in the second half of the game, especially.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so it's just their game style now. Yeah,
pretty much.
I got you. Yeah.
They have a lot of confidence that they'll overcome no matter the obstacle.
Yeah. So basically saying no lead is ever safe with the Swans. I got you.
No lead is ever safe for the Swans. For the last couple of years, it's been Collingwood's rule, but this year they couldn't fulfil it. So handed over the title to Sydney at the moment.
That's interesting. They traded DiVincenzo. As much as they were talking about they really needed him. Interesting trade.
Ooh, Charlie, strong tackle.
They still just pushing him over.
The ball. You like that, Non?
I just think it's funny. Like he pushed him over like it was the guy's fault. He's just getting up.
Not fast enough. Well, at the end of the day, it's a delay tactic to allow your player to get back onto the opposition. So, he's entitled to move him around.
Makes sense.
You might see a lot of missed kicks today with this strong wind. It could push balls in any direction.
Yes, I see the
MCG
flags.
does tend to swirl a lot.
The flags were strong going to the right side.
Yeah. Change of weather coming to the next 12 hours or so.
But the weather, it looks like it's nice though. With the nice side of the sun out.
It is today.
Yeah, it is today. That's a good thing.
Well, this time last year, it was another 7 degrees hot. It was 30 degrees. It was just one of the warmest grand finals we've ever had. So I think everyone's believing
30
it's only
degrees?
in the low 20s.
Yeah, 30s. That's like near 100, right? Or a little over Fahrenheit?
Yeah, getting well into the 80s, into the 90s, yeah. Damn hot day. This early in the spring as well.
That's got to wear you down.
All moving right now.
I know we've had a lot. We're just got into the fall. We've had a couple hot days, but today and tomorrow actually it's felt pretty good. We were like floating around like 81, 78, 81, which feels amazing compared to the 90s and 100s that were hitting like not even 3 days ago. Oh, whiff kick.
The best choice of words then?
Yeah, it was floating. Maybe, I don't know. Can you look at the breaking news NBA? Tater, if you're talking about the cat thing, then we've seen it. And if we have some time during the period breaks and the halftime break, then I can go look directly at it. But we're going to try and stay focused on this, especially since the beginning, man. We'll be able to talk plenty about the NBA on Monday, because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of news breaking out about that. So whenever the ball goes out of bounds, there is no benefit to either team.
No. essentially the boundary umpire will simply throw it back into the 2 ruckmen for a tip-off as such. Obviously only unless the umpires determine that it was pushed out, kicked out, whatever you want, deliberately, then they can pay a free kick. But not in the occasion we saw there. It was simply a contested ball.
Yeah, I noticed how like they throw it like with their back turned as well. That way there is no like I get favoritism or something like that. Like I find that that's very good to see, but also like as a fan of US sports, I feel like that's just a way to have some cheats, cuz like even with like tip balls in the NBA and stuff, like we see the refs favor one side every now and then and we're like, well, that wasn't right or fair. Oh. Advantage played? Is that 6?
That's 6.
It looked like it, yeah.
That's 6. Come on, Swans. And like we said below, guys, I didn't see any comments. I'm going to pay a little more attention now. If there... Oh, and actually, this score is updating faster than what... Should we get rid of the score? Because the score's updating faster.
I think so, because the score's on the screen.
Yeah, let's just... Yeah, guys, y'all can... Yeah. I didn't realize it was going to be that far ahead. Hopefully, y'all didn't see it. But... Okay. All right. Let's keep it pushing. Do you have a sports store like around us? Do we have sports stores? Yeah, we have sports stores all over the place. We have your like big national sports stores. Like, you know what? You know what's actually hilarious, man? When we first started watching Australian sports, my dad started up a business, started up a janitorial business, and we worked at a big time company that we cleaned. And one of the offices, there was an AFL ball, and I have never seen one in real life until that day. And it was like not even the next week that we first watched the AFL video. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, we don't have a relationship with these people yet, but I low-key wanted to write a little note and be like, hey, subscribe to Real Fan Sports or email me. Let's talk. And the last time I went there, he actually owns a podcast.
Another one.
Pretty cool too.
Another big kick.
And there it is.
Another 6.
Oh, do we own one? No, God, no. We don't own a sports store, but if you do want to buy merch.
Do you mean like a merch store? We do have merch.
We do have merch. And that's going to be the link that's going to pop down just below our Yapper Gang shirts. Actually, I'm
working on some new designs now, actually.
Yeah, so we should have some new designs coming out very soon. I think do you have the cup with you?
I do, actually.
When your YouTube checks come in, you can buy a footy then.
Hey, go on, man.
We got
some cricket balls coming in soon, so we're excited about that. We're actually got to order that. Probably not tonight, but we're gonna order that on Sunday after we're done our recording session. And then we need a run. We've all said it that we want a like sports ball of all the sports that we cover in our background. It's somewhere. So getting an AFL ball, getting a rugby ball. But this is also the Yapper Gang t-shirt. We also have it in crew necks, sweatshirts, crop tops, all that good stuff. If y'all like to support your kid, that's the last plug I'll do for the day.
The guy with the ball, Daniel Andrews, he could well decide this game. If that ball doesn't get past him, the Brisbane could actually knock it off. Are you guys getting ads between goals, or are you still seeing vision at that time?
Still seeing the game. I haven't got any ads.
Yeah, we still see the game.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's advertisement, we're getting whatever the feed that y'all get too. Probably delayed.
Only asked that because the last goal kicked by Tom Papley. Did he remonstrate with anyone? He normally would.
You said did he do what? I didn't hear the last part you said.
Sorry, the player that kicked the last goal, did he have a bit of a jostle with another player? He normally would. After kicking
he kind of stared down at the player while he was kind of running away, looking at him sideways.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Because that was something I highlighted to you in the email.
In the email, yeah.
He's guaranteed to do that.
So I'll be looking for it.
Oh, there's Lester right there.
Yep.
Comes back to Sydney.
That's a good grab.
Brisbane with the.
So what is more pivotal? I mean, I'm assuming kicking is more pivotal. So like, what's your top 3 like skill sets that are needed to be successful as a player in the AFL?
Accuracy in your kicking. There's no point kicking the ball if it's going to go where it's not intended. So your ability to kick the ball straight. See some of these little passes here in the windy conditions, the wind could get hold of it and send it anywhere. So your ability just to control where that ball goes, whether it's a long kick or a short kick. Outside of that, your ability to read the play and read, like we're seeing here, read where to send the ball. Players will often lead into empty space to receive the ball. That's pretty much
so
what's
like
happening
right
here.
there, they do
a
a good push up to the middle, and he knows exactly where the man is to his right. Turns, quick, simple kick pass, and now it sets him up in prime opportunity to try and get their first goal. Hopefully they don't whiff it for a behind again. Let's see. Number 1, I didn't catch the name.
Exactly.
Walking up, aiming it down, giving the boot, and that's straight down the middle. So the first goal is up for the Brisbane Lions, and we're back in it, baby. We're back in it. We got a game.
Look at that.
So
Check your text messages, Zach.
Okay.
Just the ability to read the play and
Text messages?
and anticipate where the ball's going to go.
Yeah.
And if I was at a third thing, I'd just say speed and endurance, because again,
Definitely understand that one. Yeah.
As you said, they're going to run 10 mile in this game, and they're going to be having to run as hard as they did the first minute as the last minute.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Oh wow, that's a big boot.
And you can see
Brisbane
there,
with another
obviously, the
steal.
ability to get the ball
Good
in the
teamwork
ball
with
line
Brisbane.
quickly.
Big kick.
Same guy.
Yep.
Same guy.
Yeah, that's like one of the beauties to me for this game. Like I've always been big
number
on
one
to
for
like
Brisbane. Now he gets a little push.
little scrapping around. Yeah, we knew this was gonna happen. The one thing I like, the thing with like beauty of sports, like I made this comparison the last stream, and like it's not like a one-on-one comparison, but there's certain aspects to me with AFL like reminds me of like basketball, especially with like ball movement, especially like in that situation where the ball is just quickly getting passed back and forth, working your angles until you find the open man in order to get a good clean look at the goal. To me, that's what we describe as poetry in motion. Like this here, the two fist passes leading right to the middle, great left boot, and able to stick it in. Sean said, "Turn off the background music." You don't like the background music, Sean? Man, most people like our background music, man.
We'll turn it down one point off.
I'll turn it down a little bit. No, it's like lacrosse, not basketball. Well, I can see lacrosse too, but even lacrosse doesn't have as much like quick passing like that. It's not possible.
Most people compare it with ice hockey or hurling in Ireland.
I can see hurling or ice hockey. Yeah.
Brisbane with control still.
They're in a good spot right now. That's a good tackle by him right there, just to kind of slow things up, get back in position. And so when they pass it with their hands, they call it. Do they call it a handball, or what is that kind of pass called?
That's it. Yeah.
Handball.
That's it. Simply a handball. As long as it's
that's a bad
punched,
kick.
held with one hand, punched with the other. Perfect.
So tough kick right there, sends it out of bounds. What do you think of the AFL commentary? I mean, to be fair, like all the games that we've watched, we've commentated so far. So it's like we have them kind of low, you know. But I mean, I'm enjoying it. I got to make sure I can hear my own
so,
thoughts and hear Non and Sinbad at the same time. What is your thoughts on the commentary for AFL, Cameron?
Commentators are a constant frustration.
Are they really? Oh, okay. So nobody likes them?
Mainly ex-players who, show their allegiances.
I'll say they're showing the bias, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And but likewise, we've come off decades of, incredible, knowledgeable commentators who have, really described the game well.
I get that.
All right, so now Swans on the approach here after the free kick.
But that's definitely one thing you get in most sports, especially in America. You get biased players talk about, especially when they're doing their old teams. There's some slight bias there as well.
Let's see. Z was responding to something that Tater had asked that I guess we missed. He said, "My question is, what if you have to use the bathroom in the game? You just let it out, baby. You just let it out." But he said there's 4 exchange players on the bench and a break every 30 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. They got 4 exchange players and they got a break every 30 minutes. Thank you, Z. And, good question, Tater. It might be a strategy, bro. Like it would catch me off guard if all of a sudden I felt some water on me.
Zach's kind of throwing their phones.
Yeah, I did. Ellen said, "I just found your channel not too long ago. I really enjoy your content. I'm excited for the NRL Grand Finals next week since I'm from Queensland, and that's the primary sport here." Well, Ellen, we're glad to have you a part of the channel, ma'am.
Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, we try to cover a little bit of everything. We didn't do nearly as much NRL that we wanted to this year, and we just started kind of doing the AFL. The time frames are always a little difficult.
Yeah,
but
we got
hopefully
swamped by the Olympics in T20.
yeah, that killed us. We were, man, I was getting up at 3 a.m. and streaming for 16 hours during the Olympics this past season. So, but if y'all ever are interested in listening to some great NRL commentary, please go check out our brother BKR Sport, aka Blaze.
Nice mark right there.
That's our dude. We've had him over here on the channel, and we're also planning on joining him and him joining us throughout the NBA. If y'all are ever interested in learning a new sport or a sport that you might not be as familiar with. So it's going to be a behind there for the Lions. They're going to go up by 2. That's a nice behind.
Shocking kick.
Hey, look, I'm a behind man myself. Scout has her headphones on. I was trying to see if she can get a reaction. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Real fans only. That's what it is.
One of the way they score is called a behind. And I was like, that's a behind. I said, yeah, I like me a good behind. And I was hoping you were going to look and make a face. Is Zach watching? I am watching, man. I'm trying to go through comments and make sure everybody stays, trying to find a balance. Burb said, "Hey, yo."
What did he say?
That's great ball movement by the Lions to be able to get out of there. And a great mark just past midfield. They'll play on. Oh, I feel like they should have slowed it down there. That was a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Another boot.
Oh, no. The Swans wanted a penalty there.
Yeah, the Swans kind of playing.
All right, so we have one exchange just go through here. So what's your thoughts on that, Sinbad? Was that a missed penalty?
It was a questionable decision. Here, yeah, the less said, the better. We could be here all day.
Yeah, I mean, it looked clear as day to me. I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know if, in the rules of their thing, where he leaned forward and his head became, yeah. I didn't know if you lean into it or something like that. There's some description.
Uh-oh, Sydney.
There you go.
If he
Good
has
run.
initiated the contact.
Initiate the contact.
Yeah, it could have been a 50-50 decision if he had initiated it, but I didn't think he did there.
Gotcha. Also, never a great tactic to lead with your head. They stopped paying those. Gotcha. They should get Mark Readings onto the commentary team. Mark Readings? I don't know anything about him, but I agree with you if you're saying it, because I don't know. It's always fun seeing Americans get into our sports. I tried to watch NFL once, but it felt so stagnant compared to the fast-paced nature of AFL and NRL. Yeah, NFL is one of those where it is a great sport, but you got to know like the ins and outs of it more before you can enjoy it. Like, if you come join us, we go live every Monday and Thursday, which would be Tuesday and Friday for you, for NFL live content. If you like, come join in and give it another try and ask questions and stuff that we can explain it. I think you'd enjoy it a lot more that way. Yeah, and we have a fun time regardless. We have people from all over that come and join us. This is what our channel is about. We haven't even really told anybody who we are. We are Real Fan Sports. My name is Zach. My partner Nonpfixion, and we call each other fanalists, right? We're not professionals, but we like to analyze the sports that we cover. We're big fans, and that's kind of how we do things. And we're trying to integrate the fan bases of all the sports around the world to kind of come together, enjoy it, because at the end of the day, we just love competition. A lot of us like enjoying a nice cold beverage while we're watching the game, or some nice wings or steaks or whatever it may be, whatever you're into, a hot dog. I don't care. Just to come in, have some fun, talk some shit, and,
or some good old Tim Tams.
Some good old Tim Tams. I don't have any.
Hey,
dang it! I don't have any Tim Tams. I forgot to grab some.
Hey, bro, I was just at the store. My grocery store sells them permanently now. I was like, oh, perfectly.
Oh man,
I picked up some nice little milk chocolate Tim Tams.
Said Blakey Duck, good call. And also Brocky Sports was in here as well. So Brocky, if you're still here, appreciate you for being here, my brother.
Nice.
There we go. There we go, Swans. Back in it.
Another goal.
1921. Mainstar says most rules are up to umpires' interpretation. Gotcha. Thank you, Mainstar. And how was the soccer shit? Mainstar, was it good?
Oh, again,
Lions fell asleep there a little bit.
Thank you, Mainstar, for the update of that thing for me. I'll send it to you too, Zach, so you can use the one I have.
Oh, thank you. So, Genwill, for those of you, is there anybody in chat that does not have access to watch the game? If you do not, go ahead and message me over here on Real Fan Sports on our Instagram or Twitter. And Genwill has graciously sent us a link for you to be able to watch it. So if y'all aren't able to watch it and you would like to, go ahead and message us down in our Instagram or our X/Twitter. The link is down below. That's a high kick. My goodness. Got to get the mark. That's a big one.
I sent you two of your text messages as well.
Oh, okay, with the new one? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I had to move it up because I put it on my phone. It was covered by the bottom logos. So I had to move it up some so I can use it now.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good fight
Smashing
there.
keyboards at Tim Tams in the freezer, bit off the corners and the opposite ends. It's like the iced coffee through it. Then eat the Tim Tam. Sounds about right. I need to do iced coffee. The iced coffee one, I'll try that.
The real question is, have y'all ever done a Tim Tam Slam?
Oh, Lord.
And the Tim Tam Slam might be different for y'all, but a Tim Tam Slam is you dip a Tim Tam into some Vegemite.
If you donate $10 now.
I don't have it.
If you donate $10 now, on the next international stream, we'll have Zach do a Tim Tam Slam.
Look, I'll try and make my way to a store before the NRL Grand Finals and grab some Tim Tams and some Vegemite. We have done some weird things with Vegemite. We've done tablespoons of it. It sucked, but we have some fun here. The Tim Tam Slam actually wasn't that bad. Like we're being completely honest, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I love these things. These are good.
Huh? You can.
Peter H said Tim Tam and Vegemite. No.
There it is. That's a good one there for the Lions. Another goal. A lot of goals here, man. A lot of goals early on.
I have noticed that the ball's always contestable, never owned. I could tell that.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Good open play this game so far. So.
Cameron said, I like how enthusiastic some of them are when a goal or something exciting happens. You'll see some of that. I feel like we're trying to get into just get into the role of it. I was losing my mind in the Swans versus Giants game. I was going crazy. It was like
the short.
It was like 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, if you haven't seen the short, I'll try to get a link for it. But it was like 4 or 5 a.m. so I couldn't be loud, and I was losing it. What else, sports entertainment guy? Appreciate you being here, brother. Yeah,
Zach, you didn't hang around for the next game. What the?
I know, dude. I had school and work. Are you guys going to watch? Oh, we will be here for Bathurst. And look, Ellen, I'm just letting you know right now, Bathurst is like a event here on our channel. Okay, we did it last year for the first time. Look, we're talking Tim Tams, Vegemite. There's some other Australian snacks that I find. I get some what are the drinks? The Bundaberg drinks. I try to get Australian wine. It's not like true Australian wine, but it's imported from it. And then I also
Bathurst?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I turned up for Bathurst, man. I make sure I'm off of work the next day and everything like that. We have a good time, and I'm going drink for Main Star. I know I'm going to get suckered into doing several shoeies, and you know what? Who knows? Maybe if I'm feeling right, I'll do some shoeies tonight. If it's a good game, maybe I'll do a shoey in the stream. We'll see.
So I'm glad we're using StreamYard because I can mute him on StreamYard if we need to.
Right.
I don't think there's too much Chardonnay drunk on Bathurst Mountain.
Man, I don't know, Sinbad. I don't. You weren't here for our Bathurst stream, were you last year?
No.
Oh man, Sinbad, it got bad, brother. It got bad, brother. I couldn't get a fully functioning sentence out at all. I was tore up. Because it was like I started drinking. The race started at 4 a.m. or something like that for us. Or maybe earlier than that. It might have been 2 a.m. It started earlier, and I had already started drinking leading up to it because I was trying to do some stuff and trying to keep myself awake. By the time it started, I was already
part of it. We weren't planning to do the whole thing. Yeah, and we ended up doing the whole thing. Yeah,
we just had such a great group of people in here, man, and that's what we really appreciate is y'all tuning in, man. We know y'all are giving us y'all's time of day. Y'all could be watching the game with friends and family or whatever, and y'all are giving us y'all's time. So we truly can't express to y'all our appreciation. So thank y'all.
Yeah, definitely great that you guys choose to spend your time with us. It's pretty awesome. We truly appreciate it too.
So now with one quarter done, Sinbad, what's your thoughts on the game so far? Is it a lot quicker than you thought it was going to be?
No, it's pretty much started as a typical grand final would. I'm anticipating later in the game things might slow down, where tactical moves are made to alter the momentum. But it's going as expected. Brisbane are in front, no surprise. But yeah, as you well know, Sydney will come back.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And probably quickly.
Probably, I respect it. Let me see. Yo, Dr. Cap in the building. Dr. Cap, look. What's up, Dr. Cap? How are you doing? Yo, guys, if y'all are into Australian music of all kind, make sure y'all go and check out Dr. Cap's channel. Let me see if I can actually pull up a link real quick. She covers a lot of music throughout the history of music in Australia. She's at 568 subscribers. If all y'all could go over there and subscribe right now and get her to 600, y'all would be amazing. We'd love y'all forever. So here's a link there if y'all would like to go check that out. Suck the Tim Tams through the hot coffee. I'll have to try that next. I'm not a big. I'm trying to get off of caffeine now, but I will brew up some coffee to do a Tim Tam through hot coffee. I will give it a try.
Hot milk, as a whatever, hot something.
Hot milk. Yeah, hot something. That's fine. I can definitely do some hot milk. I mean, coffee isn't that bad. I mean, coffee is only I think 60 grams of caffeine.
Yeah, it's only 60 milligrams.
Yeah, it ain't that. Yeah, milligrams of something. It ain't that much.
Yeah,
Guys, you need some meat pie. Oh man, I hear the meat pies in Aussie are crazy, man. We have meat pies out here, and I will say our meat pies are really good, but I know they're also different from what meat pies are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, just a little background for those as we're waiting on the second quarter. So again, my name is Zach. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. So like when we talk about food, I know some good food out here, and I know meat pies are banging out there in Australia. There and South Africa here, guys, some of the best meat pies. Like the street vendors in South Africa for meat pies are unbelievable from what I've heard. I'm a New Orleans Saints fan and a New Orleans Pelicans fan. I represent my city, where I'm from. As far as the AFL NRL goes, in the AFL, I have become a fan of the Swans. I saw that first game. It hyped me up enough, and that's who I'm representing. You can call me, what's it called? A bandwagoner because they're winning. You can call me that if you want, but you know what? I like what I like. For the NRL, it's the complete opposite. I'm a West Tigers fan. Our favorite person that we've reacted to was no other than our boy. I actually got a playing card from him right here, Mr. Benji Marshall. So I am a West Tigers fan, and it is pain and suffering, but it is what it is. And then I'm a fan of Queens, the Maroons.
He said it's a pain. Oh, that's too funny.
And now, if you want to do the same, just let everybody know who you are and who you.
It was Nonpfixion. Football, Raiders fan. Been a Raiders fan my entire life. Born into it. Will never change, no matter how bad or good the team is. Oakland A's as far as baseball. Golden State Warriors as far as basketball. Comes to NRL, it's the Penrith Panthers. Been a fan since kind of when we started, before we even started really doing any reactions to NRL. I don't have a team for AFL just yet, so like I said, I'm just picking Brisbane just to be the devil's advocate right now. But mostly watching it because Katy Perry was here. You know what I'm saying? But
guys, he literally said that before stream. He was gonna bait y'all. Don't fall for the bait. Hey,
I'm just here if I won't get fined.
And he's a Blues fan when it comes to state of origin. Bastard. We don't like him.
just don't become a Blues fan in AFL. That's all we ask.
Okay. I'll make sure I'll keep that off my list.
Next Sunday is the start of the daylight saving here in Australia. Just something to keep in mind for the NRL Grand Finals. Yeah, we actually now in the US ever since I don't know if they made a deal with Fox Sports and that's what the deal is or what, but ever since NRL came to Las Vegas, we now actually get some games for the NRL. Yeah, so we actually can track it at a normal time, which is great because when we first started this, that was not the case. It was very ugly. Swans with opportunity. Can he get a friendly bounce? He cannot. He'll go out of bounds. Geez, we'd better come back. A said, not today. Lions are taking it.
He caught that one to the face.
Said, you seriously acting like a chef's act? I could whip it up, and I can't whip it up that great, but my mama can.
I can cook.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. I'm a master on the grill. You put me on the grill with some fire and some charcoal, I'm chilling. You need to visit an Aussie cafe. There's a few in the U.S. I have to look around and see. I don't know if I would assume there's some here. We're very diverse in New Orleans, but I've never heard of an Aussie cafe around here. But I'll have to do some research. That's a big kick.
There might be one in Austin. Knowing how Austin is.
I bet there is one in Austin. What's the best college football atmosphere you've experienced? That's probably the main aspect U.S. sports are envious of. Yeah, college football is what the big deal is. NFL and NBA and stuff, it is fun for big games, but college is big every game. To be honest, I haven't had any crazy experiences because college football games for big matchups are crazy expensive. Like we're talking, you're hundreds of feet up high, like. I've never been to those, and those cost like $500. But just to put it in perspective, you have. But just put my thing in perspective. I'm an LSU fan, LSU Tigers. We have created multiple earthquakes from yelling and screaming. That's how loud it gets in Death Valley at LSU.
I mean, I've been to several bowl games. I used to work for a college football team or a college sports organization, but also I mostly did my work for the football team and the basketball team. So I've been to several bowl games, and I've seen some very crazy, wild endings in football. But I would say probably the loudest arena I've been to is LSU. When we play LSU, that was the loudest arena I've been to, even louder than USC, who holds 100,000 seats. Louder than them. I didn't like going to University of Washington. That was really cool, but not as loud as LSU. The loudest stadium I've been to was LSU.
Yeah, and like, I mean, no offense, I don't know how good Fresno was back then, but I mean, Fresno compared to LSU, it's different parts of the world and stuff like that with college football
teams. Yeah.
Oh, that's when y'all were good. Okay.
Yeah.
And LSU really wasn't that good. When were you in college? You were in college in the 90s, early 90s,
late 90s, late 90s to early 2000s.
Yeah, so we weren't even that good back then either. So yeah, that actually makes. Well, we were on the come up because I think we won national championship in 2002.
Yeah, I think we played you guys. Might have been like 2000, 2001, maybe.
I can tell you right now, we won the 2003 is when we won the national championship because I got the ticket right there. I didn't get to go to the game. My dad did though. Can't believe we follow the same teams. You picked the worst team in the NRL. Laugh aloud. I go for the Cowboys. Yeah, look, it was something about Benji that just kind of held it down for me, and it just, it is what it is. Oh, that's a bad kick for the Lions. And that just shows like we are real fans. Like we are bandwagoners and stuff like that. We like who we like. I like Benji since I watched his highlights. He resonated with me in a certain way. And so therefore I became it, and I'm through the thick of it right now. They won the wooden spoon this year. It was great by losing it. You always support QLD. Yeah, I do. You got it. So Sinbad, how was the experience with Collingswood winning the grand finals last year? Like, what's the atmosphere like, in the city and all of that?
If you are a Collingwood supporter, it's the greatest day of your life, and the world is fantastic. If you support every other club, you dread that day. There's been 3 in my lifetime, and people tend to leave the city when Collingwood win flags because, we turn the place over, figuratively. So, it was...
Fair enough.
Great, another great day to rejoice and enjoy, but again, you watch the opposition fans leave in droves.
So whenever, so do y'all do like parades and different things like that whenever y'all's team wins a grand final? Do y'all have like a day to everybody comes and celebrates and gathers together?
They do, but the parade is always the day before, believe it or not.
Interesting.
So we have a parade in the city or just outside the city the day before, and then
big kick.
Oh, Loman with the big kick.
Man, he's running it up. He's running it up.
He's hot today.
Who's
number 1 on the Lions? If someone can answer that.
Loman.
I believe his name is Loman. London.
Yep.
Loman.
Kai Loman. Your boy
Kai Loman.
Victoria, so he may well head back to Victoria one day on a big contract.
Your description is perfect too in the notes. It's perfect.
The surfer dude. Yep.
Yeah, the surfer look. Because that's exactly what I see when I see him.
Yeah, so for Collingwood last year, it was simply a trip across the road to their home ground and their own facilities for the celebrations afterwards. That went into the next day, of course, and a lot of beer drunk and a lot of players with sore heads.
With sore heads. That's too funny, James. That's too funny. So, guys, here in Melbourne Wednesday, it was pouring down with rain, freezing cold. That would have definitely made the game kind of different.
Absolutely. I was going to ask you something. So are the so for the grand finals, how is the field determined that they play on, the pitch or the stadium Is that predetermined at the beginning of the season? Is it to the higher seed, or how does that work?
The grand final is only ever played at the MCG.
Okay,
there is
the
a
biggest one.
Long-running renewed contract that gets it there. Obviously, during COVID years, especially here in Victoria, where two grand finals were moved. 2 grand finals were moved, one to Brisbane, one to Perth, but outside of that, it's always the MCG.
Yeah, it's always MCG. I read about that one.
Is it just because isn't that the biggest stadium in Australia?
It is, yes.
Okay, I got you. Where is that? Where is that located? Like state-wise, where is that located at?
Yeah, so in the state of Victoria, in Melbourne, 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk from the city. In the sports precinct, so if anyone follows the Australian Open tennis, it's right next door. If they follow, follow Melbourne Storm in the rugby, it's right next door. There's a whole series of sporting ovals and
so if you're into sports, that's the place you want to be. You want to be right around there, huh? Get all the big events. Is that also where do the Ashes also take place here?
Well, the Ashes are at this ground, yes, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. So this is one of the 5 grounds that are used every summer.
Okay. Will they be using this for the India versus Australia test match?
They will be. Boxing Day, the great tradition, that will occur again this year. 85,000, 90,000, day 1, day 3, so...
That's awesome. Yeah, I guess like we said earlier, we will be doing some of the test match. I will try to do maybe a couple full days if I possibly can. A lot of the games start around like 8:30 p.m. I think test 2 takes place at 10:30. That one I probably will not do, but I'm gonna try to do some of day 1 or test 1, some of maybe all of test 3, and then test 4 is gonna be a thing because it's around the holidays. So we'll see how all that pans out. Does he get one there? What are they going to give? They're going to see if it's going to be a behind or not.
No, I doubt it.
It feels like it has to be, right?
Too congested.
Yeah. So since it went, if right there in that situation, it actually looks like it goes off of the Swans player to the behind. Is there still points rewarded if it goes off the opposing team in a situation like that?
If it goes over that line. If it goes
Doesn't
over that line, it's a score. That's right.
Great. James said that was great defense. Absolutely. Boxing Day. Oh, that's the day. Oh, that's right. That's what you were telling me earlier, Sinbad. That's what's considered the day after Christmas, Boxing Day. So I actually will try and be here for that day. I got to make sure I don't have any plans because, holidays and stuff. But I will try to be here for a long time, especially if it's at a good time for me to cover it. If it's the same time every day at 5:30. Which is what it is for my time, then I might be able to do the whole 8 hours.
It will be the same time every day.
It will be? Okay, but then I probably can. I don't want to give a guarantee, but I'll say I probably can. Should be some fun. Also, Zach, occasionally NRL hosts the State of Origin's second game in the MCG. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. That's crazy how they're able to transform the field from this to that. It's great, Mark.
Draw some lines. Now, I've got a vested interest in this. My wife knows this player's mum, so we're hoping he has a good game today.
Okay,
that's pretty cool.
Well, shout out, old boy. Let's see. That's a good mark as well. Very clutch mark.
Again, a player from Victoria, and again, I'm anticipating you'll see some big offers come his way when his contract expires.
Oh, just creases outside. Via behind. Public holiday cricket, love Boxing Day. Is it a public holiday? So like all jobs are off, work, except for like your, medical and different things like that.
Yep, precisely.
That's cool. These behinds are killers. Yeah, I mean, it's leaving things open for the Swans. I mean, right now, Lions are playing with great energy, but like y'all have said, you can't count the Swans out. It's all about the second half and really even the fourth quarter is where they really truly come to capitalize. All right, another good mark in a pretty good position. Tough angle. It's interesting that they don't wear any type of like shin protection or anything like that. I guess that makes sense that they don't, but I don't know why. I just figured they would.
Probably slow them down.
Probably right. I mean, that's why even in soccer they wear shin guards that are like for toddlers nowadays, just because it's like regulation. It's gonna be another behind.
Yeah, the Lions kicking is keeping the Swans in it.
Sinbad started a Yo Mama joke. Yo Mama.
Jeez, I wonder who posted
that. Main Star also, I wasn't sure if you wanting to actually join in live, but I did send you a link to your email if you wanted to come and join us and come talk and chat throughout the match.
Oh,
Lowman, dude. This dude, Lowman, he's a dog. And I heard that surfer joke when I went to go run to the restroom. Yeah, he 100% surfs during his off season, for sure. I used to have hair like that, guys, and now I'm old and balding. All right, let's see. The opportunity. High one. Nothing there. So in that case right there, okay, so it's still a behind because it bounced off the Swans, but it goes across the outside post.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, good tackle. Lions are doing a really good job at gathering possession early on in this one, man. They're fighting for every single ball. It's really weird, like, watching the previous game versus the Giants. Like, the Swans looked so almost unorganized. I don't, want no hate for that comment, but, like, they seemed unorganized in the first half. And it's like second half, they just come out with all their stuff.
Yeah, Brisbane have a lot of control at the moment, but cannot convert. Swans are holding them at the moment.
I mean, they realistically should have at least 3 more goals. You're gonna allow a play on there. So whenever you get tackled, so how does that work? If you get tackled down, what is like the protocol once you get up?
Okay, so sorry. So when you get up, so that what the umpire is called a ball up. Is that what you're saying?
So okay, so I catch the ball right off a bounce. I catch the ball. You tackle me. So the ball still remains in my possession, and then I play from there. Like how does it switch possessions? How does that work?
You're required to make an attempt at least to dispose of the ball through a kick or a handball.
Here's the goal.
If you do not make a realistic attempt, then the umpire should pay a free kick against you for holding the ball. If it's a judge that the opposition player stopped you from doing so, then they'll simply call a ball up.
Ball up. And so a ball up is what?
Is again much like a basketball tip-off. Just the two tall guys going for a tip-off.
Got it. So in that case, he got tackled right away. So that's where like some of the discrepancy of the ref can come into play in those kind of situations. Yeah. Gotcha. So that's probably the biggest complaint out of everything is like when should it be a ball up and when should it be rewarded a free kick?
Precisely. And,
gotcha. I'm learning. We're learning.
Yeah, these days again, you've got 4 umpires on the ground, and all seem to have different interpretations of how it should be adjudicated.
Yeah. That is a great mark. I don't know how he kept his hands on that one. I did see a bunch of comments here. Probably best not to join. I'm rehydrating. I mean, look, Main Star, I'm hydrating with you, brother. Come on in, man. You ain't got no worries. It's all up to you, brother. Starting next year, there won't be a Saturday night game for the first half of the season for the AFL. Is that what you're talking about, Gimwell? Or are you talking about NFL? I can never tell what you Gimwell. I can never tell. You watch so many sports.
AFL, the schedule's not out for AFL until November. December.
That's another goal. Lions almost up by double. Give me a timestamp, lad. I got to refresh. Okay. We just saw the goal. We're at 7:55 right now. I'll tell you once the time starts again, and I'll give everybody that wants to catch up, I'll give a 10-second countdown to 7:45. So anybody that wants to catch up, I'm gonna give a 10-second countdown to 7:45. I'll start the countdown at 7:50, just so I'm not annoying y'all by counting. All right. We are still seeing the replay here. Let's see. Again, we'll ask, or Ellen asks, why is that? Time started. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Tries to get Lohman. They want to get him involved. Just not getting lucky on the bounces of the Swans right now. Positioning isn't bad. You can tell they're playing a little bit more desperate right now, trying to get a couple points on the board for the end of the half. Game it is. It's far-fetched for a team to go on a 4-goal run in 5 minutes. You're definitely correct. Getting tackles like hot potato. You don't dispose of it illegally. If you don't, it's a free kick. Gotcha. Thank you, Peter. 7 times 7 is 49. Quick maths. Thank you, JB. Appreciate you, brother. I'll go see what that is all about. Oh. I'm assuming this is you, Bertus.
Brisbane dominating all the.
Oh, that's the Virginia Tech Miami game. All right, I'll look at that later. Thank you, JB. All right, I'm doing a big scroll down, guys. All right, we need to see a little comeback here for the Swans. Again, that's another big kick. So what's the whistle there?
Likely just interference on one of the defenders.
I got you. Austin Anna says Raynar's hurt. Tough. We should mention that if you have a VPN, you can stream this for free in Australia. Yeah. If you have a VPN, you can stream it for free in Australia. It actually was a pain in the butt to do it for the other games, but for the grand final, I believe you can on the 7 website. If anybody wants any information about that, please feel free to reach out to us on our Instagram or our Twitter. I'm looking for notifications right now. Got to get a mark here. Oh. Got to get that mark. They'll control it back, but it just sends it right back away. Peter, my TV has stopped working for Channel 7. It's only showing sound, so I'm using 7+. There you go. You're rich. You got that 7+. Come on now. I didn't know New Balance made soccer cleats. Last week's stream was on Fox as KO. Today's streaming is on 7+. Gotcha. Yeah, whenever it's on just Fox and KO, not every game is showed in the States, but yeah, that's straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. The separation is going right now. We might be in for an ugly one, boys, ladies and gentlemen. So what's your thoughts? Well, I see Non's muted, so I don't know if he's looking at something. But whenever you're done doing what you're doing, Non, let us know what your thoughts are so far throughout this this game and your first look at AFL.
Man, everything was cool. Just still trying to understand some things. I mean, listen to the question that you're asking, Sinbad, and try to just watch and learn. Because no matter
Yeah.
how much someone explains to me verbally, I need to see it. I need to see it happen.
You're impressed there's a surfer dude.
And like we've been saying, guys, if y'all are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We also, in the description of our videos, as well as in the chat, which I'm about to plug right now, we have a request link. If you'd like to request for us to react to any type of AFL content or any other sports content, you can send it through there, and we'll check if it's eligible for us to be able to watch it. Please do so. Hit that like button, share the channel, man. We want to have a lot of fun over here, man. The more people we have, the more fun we get to have. It's all family in here. So interesting. Now that, does he get that? Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Oh my, that was a hell of an angle.
They're running away right now.
61-26.
What do my notes say about that player?
Hold on.
Hey, pull up. Pull it up. I was trying to find the thing that you took a picture of too, Non, and I can't find it. You sent it on the business account? Okay, business account. Okay, yeah, I see it.
It's in there. I was trying to see what his number was.
I see it.
30.
30?
One of the most frustrating players in the game. Could be anything.
You say he's one of the most frustrating?
Yeah.
Oh, Eric Hipwood.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Loads of talent, but frustrating.
So what about him is frustrating?
Well, he has all the height and speed and abilities to be anything, but yeah, he's terribly inconsistent. Goes missing. He'll play some of the poorer teams and just not perform. Play some of the better teams and not perform, and then
what a mark!
Pull a handful.
Oh, he's Wiggins. He
has number 4.
He has this high ceiling, but it doesn't show up when he's called on. I got you.
Yeah.
Wiggins. Yeah. It sounds about
Wiggins.
right.
Yeah.
Maine starts stressing. That's why he's like, I'm not coming in this stream. There ain't no way I'm putting my face on here. I'm about to start losing it. Look, Mainstar, if you decide to come in, we can't have you snatching up none of them birds that be around you, okay? We can't have you snatching up them birds out of anger, okay?
Mainstar's being a wussy lala, is he?
Oh, hey, hey, look. Wait, hold up.
What did he say? Embarrassing.
Hold up now.
That's funny. So stupid.
A says Nonfiction's team will beat the Lions. They showing out. His new favorite player is about to be the blonde haired dude, the surfer. Calabunga, dude.
Ty Loman. I mean, I am from California, so I've seen plenty of those guys in LA. In South
I'm sure you have.
Well, he's from Ballarat, so it's a bit different from LA.
Said Ballarat.
Ballarat, yep, country town in Victoria.
Eric Hipwood is like Nelson occasional hands Aguilar. You know what? Okay, all right. I like that comparison too. All right, now Swans are about to go on a run here. Get this mark, easy. What I say? They get the mark, they get the 6, okay, and then they go on a run. We got how much time we got left? 3 minutes to go. We're gonna get 2 goals here by the Swans. Put your money on it.
You put your money on it.
50 cents to the dollar. The most I'm betting is 50 cents. Come on, put it in, baby. Put it in. Oh, not like that. Not like that. Oh, no. Oh, man, my boy is mad as shit. I'd be mad, too. He looked old as hell. No offense. He looked good for his age. Man, he sat there. He went and took 6 hours of face makeup, all this stuff. He's sticky and sweaty and all this, and he just got to close his eyes. Like, these gosh darn Swans running the league. all season, come into the grand finals at MCG and want to play like they ain't never seen a AFL ball before. My goodness. David said, "Come join us, Dockers 9. We're West Coast. Hey, the West Coast.
Let's go, baby.
West Coast.
But
the East Coast is the Beast Coast. In the South, man, screw y'all. We got good food. That's all we gotta say. Oh, that's a mark. That's a mark.
That's my boy.
Hey, yo, shout out. They're like the Chargers, occasionally good team, but that actually makes sense. That's why they're in the West Coast then. That's a great mark. Great concentration, man. The gentleman that was in front of him just went straight through the hands, man. Straight through the breadbasket. Let's see. Can he capitalize? If we're going to root for anybody, it's this kid right here, number 13. Let's see a big one. Don't go right like you did last time. Let's see it.
Oh, it looks good.
There we go. All right. I'll clap for that.
Hey, guys, quick story.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Quick story. This guy, first-year player, drafted end of last year. He played in the seconds game one day during the day, and he got a call. You got to play, seniors. We're one short, so he had to go back to the ground to play. Before he got the phone call, he just had to feed at McDonald's. So that was his big claim to fame. In that he had a big feed of Maccas before the game, and he came out in that first game, played okay, but yeah, he's really shone this year.
I mean, look, that I heard that I heard the quarter pounder gives you powers. You know, if you get the Big Mac, then you big time.
I think he's more a chips and nuggets man, but
you're a chicken nugget man.
Hey, chips and nuggets are hard though.
Hey, look, buffalo and ranch sauce, bro, and you double dip. Boom, boom. There we go. There we go. That's a good punch out. Oh,
wrong to the turf.
So that's going to be a bounce. What's it called again? I keep forgetting the name of it. When they throw it up like that?
ball up.
Ball up. A lot of play on. Still scrambling around. Someone trying to get possession. It should be another ball up.
Down now.
Yeah.
Could be an interesting second half. Brisbane might try to shut it down.
He said, did someone say KFC? They try to play last year. Yo, KFC is huge out there, man. Like, KFC is ass in the States.
Yeah, KFC ain't been good since the 80s.
Yeah. The secret blend of herbs and spices, they ain't real.
Yeah, the States is crack.
All right, well, that'll do it at half. And man, I mean, when you're looking at this, is this a, like, blowout? Like, this is not, you're not able to come back from this? Or can they come back in the half and start showing out?
8 goals.
It's a lot.
Traditionally, you would call a day on this one. Mm-hmm. But what we've seen in the last 3 years, nothing's over. And it's a warm day, one team could stop. We've seen what the Swans can do this year, so I'm not calling it yet, but it's getting close.
Gotcha. Let's get to some comments real quick, guys, and then I know Sinbad also has some things that he's kind of prepped for us too that I'd like to ask him about. Let me go back to where I'm at. Dan, this second quarter is domination. Yeah, it definitely is. So how is supporting the Swans going for you, Zach? Ellen, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Ellen. Okay, watch your mouth.
I thought you was an NRL girl.
This is Australia until you didn't hear it. Laugh aloud. Right. Don't do that. Non-doctors like. Okay, yeah, I read that. Austin, as a Queenslander, this is wonderful to watch considering we have no Queensland teams in the NRL left for the season. Yeah, Brisbane. Man, what about the Broncos, man? Going from grand finals to shit in the bed?
Man.
And that was a great grand finals game, by the way, last year. They just couldn't come away with it. Now, during halftime, there will be a grand final sprint. I don't know what that means, but okay, I'm looking forward to it. How long you know everything when you watch AFL? How long does it? Okay, that's a good question. Sinbad, for someone that's new watching the sport, how long do you think it would take for you to understand? Everything might be too broad, but like to be able to understand like enough to be able to grasp concept, position, and appreciation. Yeah,
a full season. You just want to sit down and watch a full season, try to get a game a week wherever you are in the world, if they're showing highlights or showing a full game, whatever it might be. But yeah, I'd say a full season. You got to see all situations, all conditions. One stadium has a roof on it. You want to see how the game is played in the wet. Today's a warm, windy day. So there's all sorts of conditions to see. It will take a year.
Take a year. I like that. Ginwill, that's nasty. That's nasty, and I'm just saying that's nasty. I only eat fish fillet at Macca's. Only the fish fillet. That's nasty. Like, don't get me wrong. Like the fish fillet, like can be okay. Like you add, like if you cheese it and add mac sauce. But yeah, that's kind of crusty. Look, you got Skylar ain't even listening to me half the time because she watching the show, and she heard that and she go, that's nasty. Yeah. I'm with you. You asked for a burning booty. That's what you asked for, the fish fillets. WA is a little smarter than the rest. No daylight savings here. There you go. The bloke that bloke absolutely butchered that good story about Logan Moore's debut. ¿Qué pasa?
Fine, whatever.
Yeah, well, guess what? He's somewhat related to him. So shut up, Cody. I'm just kidding, Cody. We appreciate you being here, brother. Had to borrow a pair of boots too. You were talking about something earlier. I'm assuming, David.
You're talking about the kid who got called up to play.
Norris, yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
He'd have
that's actually crazy. Good day, boys. Go Lions. Way back music. What up, way back? How you doing, brother? Hey, everybody, say hello to way back. That's our brother. Long-time member here over on the channel. We do have memberships on the channel. If y'all do, or if y'all would like to support our channel, you can go ahead and grab a membership for as low as $1.99. It gives you access to all of our great emotes on our channel, and just shows that y'all appreciate what we do. As a channel and as people and all that.
And it'll help us grow and do things in the future, especially like updating our equipment and stuff like that, so we can actually do a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, and hopefully in the couple of years, make our way out to Australia. I mean, that it's really up to you guys. Like, we're trying to put out as much content as we can. We try to do around 2 to 3 edited videos a week. We try to do 2 live streams a week. Trying to grow the channel, trying to grow and do different things. That way we can, eventually go to different events, maybe not a grand finals, but like a AFL game, an NRL game, some cricket matchups in different countries and all this different stuff. I mean, we're a long way coming from that, but it's something we want to do. And y'all's support is what makes it possible. Lots of players going well for the Lions, both old and new players. Yeah. They hunt some swans today. They out there. What Main Star say?
Saw what you posted. Get your butt in here now.
Get in here, Main Star. You don't be no sissy, Main Star. We're calling you out now.
He said Sinbad got a good face for radio.
Look, you keep the cam up, and that way, in case you start abusing them birds, we ain't gotta worry about it. I mean, Brisbane came from 50 points down to beat GWS a few weeks ago, so anything's possible.
Yep.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Brisbane came back. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, same thing Peter H says. They can come back. I'm still back in the Swans, but it's almost over. Fair enough. Bonfire, welcome to the channel, Bonfire. Thank you. Good day, everyone. Welcome. Good day to you too. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're enjoying some cold beverages and some good food. On your weekend, Saturday for you guys. Hope you all have a fun weekend filled with family, friends, and all that great stuff. That Brisbane pride. What up, Craig? I've seen the Lions put the Q in the rack early, so never say never. Right, there you go. Hey, blokes, Grand Finals does not have an S in it. Grand Final. Look, Peter.
Single game, Grand Final.
If you come here to spell correct, somebody boo that man.
I was going to mention it, but
It's somewhere on here. There it is.
This man.
We're from the U.S. First off, guys in Australia, y'all call periods full stops. Okay, so we're not taking no type.
I mean,
of,
the fact if you go to the AFL website, it says the finals. It says AFL Finals Series, and they all have S's on them. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's like an apostrophe S, right?
No, just no.
Anyway, Ellen says, I'm a Cowboys fan, supporter. My family are Broncos supporter. It gets heated in my house during the Derby matches. Oh, I bet so. That's awesome, though. I mean, that always brings some fun, some excitement, and maybe some hostility. But, that's all fair in love and war. We'd love to hear the Swans coaches spray at halftime. Spray. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, my brother? Hey, Anthony, I appreciate you for coming here during our live stream, but also commenting on our video earlier either today or yesterday. I know I replied to. I couldn't remember when it was, but I do appreciate you for staying true and showing some love, man. Much love to you. Sri Lanka about to enforce the following on against New Zealand. Bonkers. Yeah, they about to put.
No one follows on anymore.
The Lions are on fire. Absolutely. Lions are known for letting their foot off the accelerator in third quarter, unfortunately. Okay, so this is a big quarter here for the Swans. I'm sure the Lions are sitting here thinking the exact same thing. Like, we've let games get back into reach. We can't do this today, right? Wouldn't you think the same, Don?
Oh, definitely would think that. Especially if you have a history of it. Yeah, we got to be careful. You got to keep it all gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes. To the pot. It's bad thirst. We're going down the final stretch. Hit the gas. And a banana. Let's hope it's not the case today. There you go. Let's see. Triple cheeseburger with bacon. Oh, shit. You make me hungry, Ace. Way back, I wish my home and away tipping was as good as my finals tipping. Eat the burgers at Hungry Jack's. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. There you go. Let's see. Will the Lions hit the fatigue wall in the third? Way back. I mean, we know you're an AFL big fan, and way back, if you want to come and join in, I know you've been busy and stuff. Message us. I don't remember how we used to contact you way back, but if there's a way that we can get you in here and you'd like to come and watch and join with us on the panel, message us, Instagram, Twitter, email, whatever. Just let me know where you message us, and then I will.
Hurricane.
Yeah, and I'll send you it. It's hard to. I'm trying to find something that won't cover it. There we go. Email down below, realfans.biz. Let me know way back and get you in here if you'd like to join. No daylight saving Queensland. Yeah, we know how y'all be with that. Down 99 American, too expensive. Fair enough, Ace. I mean, it's understandable. You ain't got to if you don't want to, my brother. But we just appreciate you being here. You don't have to be a member. We just appreciate you being here. That's love.
Ace,
you know what?
Ace,
Instead of paying $1.99, Ace, go ahead and hit that share button. Share it to your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram or something like that. That pays more than $1.99.
Ace, come on the show. You get paid. Don't you?
You get, so, man, don't be lying. Did you think you were getting paid? I'll buy you a beer at the pub next if we ever make our way out to Australia. I'll pay you that way.
Deal.
Hey, fair enough. I love taking an NRL game. We would love to be at an NRL game. We already been told by BKR Sports. Shout out BKR Sports, which was the
already
link.
Been invited to.
Just below. He said if we ever make our way out there, he's going to go ahead and get us good access and different things like that for a West Coast Titans game. Or yeah, West Coast, not West Coast. I'm thinking damn California, but the Titans game. So
yeah, Titans.
but we do appreciate that. Boys should look at the father-son rule. Love to see their take on it coming from a sports draft country. Okay, so is that in regard to the father, the Ablett? Is that what he's talking about, Sinbad?
Yes, but also play it in today's game, Ashcroft.
Okay, so what is the father-son rule?
Okay, essentially, if your father played 100 games for a club, your club then has a certain level of rights over any sons that he might have.
Interesting.
I actually like that though.
But I mean,
You know
that
what,
they
like-
have rights over him? I
Right?
don't know.
Yeah, rights sounds weird. Yeah, rights does sound weird. Now
I
does
just
he
don't know
have?
what it is.
Now does he have options? Right? Like, do they have like
course.
priority? Okay. So then I'm kind of like, okay. So if he can be like, nah, I don't want to be there. then that's fine. They
so
can't force him to be there.
allowing a player to be recruited by the club his father played for, despite residentially being zoned to another club. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah, Right's at first. Now I was like, hold up now. Hold up. That sounds,
all right,
that
we already
sounds
with
like
that.
that sounds like some shit. That sounds like some shit. How's it feel to be a
I'm going to
Pelicans fan?
veto on this one.
Yeah, right. It feels good, pretty good right now. We'll see. I mean, we're gonna run Zion at the 5. It looks like. I think we have a center that was in the G League last year that should be pretty decent. We'll see. I think we're gonna miss a big man in Jonas though, so we'll see. We're gonna be fast this year, so even if in our losses, it should be fun. Stays near the equator don't need daylight savings. Most people don't need daylight savings anymore. The only people that need to follow that anymore is farmers. And even though the world can't move without farmers, it's adjusted now, right? You know.
I mean, with the advent of the internet, it kind of eliminates daylight saving, though.
Yeah.
Daylight saving was about business. It was not about. That's the only thing it did was being about business. So the internet, most places are 24/7, so you don't need daylight saving no more.
Taterhead said Zach is used to seeing his team lose. Taterhead. You suck. I don't like the father son rule. Peter H. We never get good father son at Hawthorne. The two we had let it go become Josh Kennedy and Garrett Ablett. There you go. Fair enough. I mean, all right, I'm doing a big scroll down, guys. And I'm gonna let Non take over for a little bit. I gotta use the restroom.
In that situation, I can understand.
Send it again.
In that situation, I can understand not liking the father son rule, because especially if that person up going to the other team and being an excellent player, I would definitely hate that as well. Said Bon Scott and Peter S. They're also dealing with the father son rule. That's actually hilarious. Taterhead, keep at it. He'll be fine. Keep at it. Also, again, for those who are here and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and then also notification bell. Like Zach said, we are live Mondays and Thursdays for Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and on Sunday mornings, which most of you guys will probably be asleep. Sunday mornings for us, which is Monday for you guys. What we talk about we have a round table. We talk about the upcoming games for the NFL season for that week. But then if you've already done that, just hit that like button. Anything in sharing the channel helps us go a long way. It's very appreciative for me and Zach.
Yeah, and we go live during other sports too. It's not as
we do.
Like NFL, NBA are things that are obviously easy for us. They work with our work schedules and all those different things. But we do have some more cricket coming up in the future. I know the next thing that's officially planned for cricket is the India-Australia series, but that's for another couple months. We will do some matches leading up to that moment. I know there's another league that's about to start up soon, so we'll be checking some of that out. I can't remember which one. Sinbad probably can remind me. But we also have Bathurst NRL Grand Finals, so a lot of fun time, man. It's not just American sports. We cover a little bit of everything
as well.
Yeah, and some WNBA. Yeah, you know, it's we cover a little bit of everything. We try to do it as best as we can without ruining our daily routines outside of just YouTube, man. So. Now I wanted to ask this earlier and I was totally getting I forgot that I wanted to. I know Sinbad has sent us some information about just the history of the Swans. Like, do you want to kind of elaborate a little bit about all that before the game starts back up?
Okay, give me half a second.
Yeah, no worries. I know I kind of put you on the spot.
Just slightly.
Just slightly.
It's okay. You get used to it after a while.
Yeah. I always hit now with these random questions like, oh, but we didn't talk about this. But, yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, let's start with the team that's 8 goals down at halftime. Okay, yeah, so the Sydney Swans were originally a team based in Melbourne called South Melbourne, one of the original VFL clubs, Victorian Football League clubs. They played out of a ground in total disrepair, had low crowds, lack of success, and so ultimately the VFL decided that was the good team to send off to Sydney to try to expand the game into the rugby states. Initially, they were pretty awful. They were playing in Sydney, but still living in Melbourne, so the constant flights and travel and everything was just a bit of a joke. The club first saw some success around the time that Warwick Kappa arrived. I sent you a video about him. Interesting individual. So they made some finals for a few years, and then unfortunately went backwards again. And then they brought in as a coach a guy called Ron Barassi, who I mentioned at the very start of this broadcast, but also was the reason for the father-son rule. Again, a story for another day.
Oh, this is the sprint.
Anyway, yep. So ultimately, his influence on the club brought them into what they are now. Essentially, turned the whole club around, inside and out. And ever since then, they've been probably the most consistent club in the game. They've won 2 flags in that time. The 2005 broke a 72-year drought. And then obviously they've gone on and recruited some of the biggest stars in the game, brought in Tony Lockett, otherwise known as Plugger, who kicked his 1,000th goal while in Sydney. And, and ultimately became a bit of a cult hero, a bit of a media hero. And then later on, obviously recruited Buddy Franklin, who did the same thing only a couple of years ago, who obviously you showed a video once. So ultimately, that's the origins of the Sydney Swans again for us Melburnians. We see this as a Fitzroy versus South Melbourne grand final in some respects, because they're both former Melbourne teams. The 2 Melbourne teams got transferred out.
That makes sense.
I get that. I have to watch these videos too.
I'm watching. Yeah. We're definitely going to check out some more of these. And so not all videos that get sent to us are able to be reacted to. And some of them also don't always make sense to react to either. But the ones that are and the ones that we're allowed to, we do try to do every single reaction request that gets sent to us. Like there's very few that we're like, okay, this doesn't work. And in that link that I'm going to go ahead and post in the comments down below, we go through them all. We see them all. We have a long list. Like right now we're backed up like 80. It would take a year to get through all of them. We try to keep it in a multitude. Like, if like AFL is going on right now, so we try to do multiple AFL, NRL next week. So we're going to have some NRL content coming out the following week. We're going to get back onto our cricket and stuff. And then once that kind of dead spot happens, we try to just alternate them through. And if you are a member, the other benefit of being a member is that your requests get put in front as priority. So typically when me and Nan sit down to record, we try to record around 3 to 5 videos, and we try to go to a 2 to 3 ratio of membership requests versus regular requests. So if you are a member and you send a request in the form, it allows you to select whether you're a member or not. If you are, you get put into a different category, and then we know that we need to do at least these before we go to the next. So, just a little heads up with how all of our stuff here works and what we do. I did see someone came and jumped in. Where'd that person go? I just saw someone said, hey. And they said Geelong, and I don't know what a Geelong is. Say hello, Geelong. What's a Geelong? Am I missing some type of slang or something like that, or is someone named Geelong in here?
Couldn't even tell you, brother. Couldn't even tell you.
Sinbad, what's a Geelong? Lost Sinbad. He's gone.
I think something from the camera.
Yeah. Oh, maybe so.
I mean, if you open the mic.
It's
the city of Melbourne.
Okay. So people that are from Geelong. Okay, fair enough. 1899 was the last time the Swans and Lions played each other in a grand final, and the Lions won by 1 point. Oh, wow. All right, so a little historical thing going on right now, man. It's been what, 2 centuries since they met up? I mean, not 2 full centuries, but you know what I mean. Katy Perry will perform again post-game. So, again, Will, you trying to say that we got to sit there and watch Katy Perry perform? I mean, that's the only reason why Nan's here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm only here so I won't get fined.
I won't find you. Can you do funny moments in sports population? If you got a video for it, yeah, send it to us. And if we're able to, so like one thing we always tell people, like the check is if you've seen other people react to it, then we normally can. The other check is if if the video is posted by a non-official channel. So like On9 and NRL are very specific, and they don't really allow a lot of people to react. And they have a check mark next to their channel, and that typically means we aren't able to react to it. Every once in a while, they allow it. It's really weird. There's some of the games and some of the highlights and stuff that they're like, oh yeah, this one's fine, but the next 20 are not. But we always check it, and we try to email everybody if they send us a video and we're not able to watch it. Yeah, no problem. We normally check it and try to email back to everyone, just say, hey, the video you send us, we're not allowed to. It doesn't happen every time, especially if our list gets really long, but that is what we try to do. Simba said back in 2 minutes. That's why he disappeared while I was asking a question. Funny sports video compilation? Yeah. I mean, look, I'm down for all that too. I think we did one a while back, and I'd definitely be down to do another one. Have they done the post-game gig since COVID? What's the post-game gig, Peter H? I'm not sure. You're talking about like the whole like concert afterwards? What do we think Katy Perry pregame? We didn't get to watch it, so everybody in chat, let us know what y'all thought of the Katy Perry gig at pregame. It was not available for us. We got access like 5 minutes before not kickoff, but I'm gonna mess up terms. But when they bounce the ball, yeah, they don't show post-con. Oh, they don't show it no more. Got you. G Long. Oh, G Long. Thank you, G Long. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm an ass. G Long. They're an AFL team. Okay, thank you. I only caught the end of Katie. City of Geelong was a local government area about 75 kilometers southwest of Melbourne, the state capital of Victoria, Australia. Okay, cool. Thank you. I love when y'all, thank y'all for correcting me. If I ever say any name or anything like that improperly, please correct me. I'm really bad with names. Partially it's because I'm from Louisiana, and so like we all say words like differently. Like our main like city in Louisiana is New Orleans, Neworleans. When you talk about the city, we pronounce it New Orleans, but if you talk about the parish, it's Orleans. So like we change up how everything is spoken about. Thank you. Brisbane best Geelong to get into the grand finals. Got you. What they don't do. Okay. Katy Perry looked good for being old. Damn, Taterhead. Yeah. How old is Katy Perry? She can't be that old, right? She can be like mid-30s. Ain't that old in Hollywood. I'm just gonna skip through a little bit, guys. Last post my gig was the Killers. The Killers. Damn. I used to listen to Killers. Her performance is getting old. What up, Brian Adams? How you doing, brother? How you been, man? Long time no talk. First bounce. Thank you. First bounce. Thank you. I know. I'm trying to remember it all. There's so many different like phrases for everything, and it's like it's so easy to get it mixed up. I think that's probably been the hardest part about like covering all the different sports that we do. It's like, yeah. So sorry about that. First bounce. Thank you. Here we go. Premiership quarters. Pre-match show on the world feed. They take Fox 4. Yeah. AFL is like rugby. Life, how dare you? Who said that? Who said that?
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I can. All right, give me a second, guys. I gotta turn the lights off. My old lady is trying to pass out. It is 1 a.m. for us. It's not super late, but she had to get up at like 7 a.m. for work, so she's dying right now. So let me adjust some things real quick before we get started. She's 39. Oh, okay, she look good for 39. That's crazy. I called New Orleans play where we have a lot losing. Shut up, Taterhead. Tater, you're trying to be my arch rival, bro. Been busy now, back to enjoy. Hey, well, appreciate you being here, man. How's life been, man? How's the family, friends, all that good stuff? Hi, Zach. Kind of busy nowadays. Hey, all good, AP, man. Appreciate you for being here. AP, you didn't hear earlier, but we will be doing some live streams during the India-Australia test series. So if you're able to come and join in, please come and do. And for the test series, I may we'll see how the viewership is, but I may open up the lines for people to come and join in and come talk for a little bit. You maybe have one person in at a time. You know, as long as we all keep it appropriate and don't act all crazy and stuff like that, I will open up the lines one at a time. Everybody will get 10, 15 minutes to talk, whatever. Send them out. But if one person goes against it, then it ruins it for the rest. All right, so I'm going to go and adjust some things. We're about to get the bounce. Dang it, I already messed it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The bounce thing. Ball up.
Watch out, people. He'll make you sign an NDA as well.
All right, am I too whitewashed?
Is this man I've got the show? Oh, he's back.
I'm shining. Hold up. I'm trying to get my my camera settings right. All right. I'll be shining a little bit, guys. I'm too white for all this, but we'll manage. We'll manage. All right, let me crack open a beer. Second half underway.
I beat you by a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Swans with it. Big boot. Need a lucky mark. Nothing there. Oh, that's a high hit. Zorko seems to be the target, not for Tina Arena, the Tina Arena that criticized us during the lockdown and other things aside that. I got you. Sydney's going for the man. So that's nothing there because the tackle happened inside the box. Is that what the issue is?
And they went over the line as such, so it's behind.
So it is a behind. Okay. All right. Swan's going to come out with some fire. Oh. Got to hold on to that one. We also do have 5 more gifted memberships to be given away. I don't think we're going to hit our bet, unfortunately. But we'll still give out 5 more gifted membership, guys. So make sure y'all turn on gifted membership. That way you can be eligible to receive them. We'll do that right at the end of the game. Again, Lions back at it with the good handball passing. What you cracking open over there, bro? It sounds good. All right, so we have another ball up. Swans are getting frustrated and starting to take out Brisbane players. Yeah, as expected. Zach, can you be a Tasmanian Devil supporter? What are we saying, Sinbad? I don't know, man. I've already committed to the Swans, so I don't know if I can revert. We had the same thing during the NRL. People was telling me just support the Dolphins since I was brand new, but I think I'm already here.
You're in your first month. I'm sure the footy gods can allow a change.
Allow it. I don't know if I can take another club team being at the bottom of the boards though. I don't know, man. It might be hard on me. So how do they work when they add a new team? Is there any type of advantage that they get as far as picking up new players and such?
Oh yeah. They'll likely be given a whole heap of extra draft picks in the top 20, let's say, and they use them to recruit, obviously some of the best young players that year, plus also probably be required to trade them away to other clubs for experienced players as well.
Gotcha. All right, Lions regathering control here, trying to work it around.
The 2 clubs that were introduced.
They're going to call a foul there?
Yep.
It's a foul instead of a mark?
well, a free kick for stopping him from marking, dragged him to the ground, basically.
Drag him to the ground. Got you.
The two clubs introduced 15 years ago, mainly used their draft picks to pick up brand new players, and it took a long time for either club to get going as such, rather than use them to pick up experience. So this time it'll be probably mandatory.
Got
They'll
you.
be forced
That
to
makes
trade
sense.
them.
All right, so good opportunity for a free kick, and it's gonna dink off the post. So since it goes off the post and through the middle, it's still considered behind?
That's right. Sorry, that's one thing I didn't mention in the whole discussion earlier. Yeah, hitting the goalpost is a behind.
Got you. Get a mark. Ah. Lions are just in full control right now. Swans got to start doing something now, not later. Oh, that's a good pass. And the mark. That's just great offensive play. Back again, had to stock the Eskies. Swans for the win. Hey, come on, Maystar. You maybe need a I don't know, Zoom call in to the bench. I don't know. Like maybe use your AI, get on top of the big screen. I'm sure they got one. How'd he miss that right in front of the goal? Yeah, I don't know how he missed that one. Any of us to show your first time watching a test match, I guess? Yes. More than likely. I know the Sri Lanka test match is going on right now. Is it Sri Lanka? I know there's a test match going on right now, but I just don't think it's going to be possible to check that out at the moment. So it's going to be behind. My dude's in full-blown tiger gear or lion gear. I respect it. That's got to be itchy as hell. Need a good mark. Don't get it. They will get possession here. Solid mark. Just cross midfield. That's a good boot. Need to be a little higher. They're trying to get some chip shots for some easy marks, but just nothing's going. All right, here will be an opportunity for the Swans.
For the moment,
Slightly
Swans
tough
just need to
angle. They
shut
want the
lines
pass. Yeah, and they're trying to move it inside. All right. He seems like he wants it. Does he have the boot? Does he have the accuracy? Need it. They need it. That's bad. That's bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That's tough. Swans are done. It feels that way. That's it, boys. Hey, Brian's saying represent. Another play on. Here's an opportunity. Oh, I like the outside punch attempt, but it's just too fancy. Now you have the Lions on a breach. In a good spot, can run it up. A bounce. Left-footed boot. Out to the middle. Yeah. The Sydney Ducks. That's tough, Ace.
Fitzroy are home.
I mean, this should be just straight in. No. Oh, it angled right in. You got lucky on that one. That's another one.
That's the breeze inside the ground.
Another one.
That end of the ground, that side of the ground, ball will always turn left.
Yep. Wayback says it's going to be a blowout now. Gimwell said there won't be a 28-3 repeat here. Ah, man, look, I'm always hoping for a 28-3 repeat, man. Brisbane midfield are just on absolute fire. Yeah. Very good control of possession, working the ball down, getting into good spots. And right now the Swans are having to overcommit on offense, and they just hit them with the counter. Jeez, that wind. You could see that wind push it.
And the players
Yeah,
know
do you
it,
think,
and they
Don?
deliberately kick to the right at that end now.
Wow. Good hands. Good hands.
He was a father-son prospect, but went to the original club, then transferred.
Okay. That's just such a good grab. That's good hands. I know, like, I don't know if they do similar drills or anything like that, but I know, like, with NFL receivers, they have a drill called the tennis ball drill, and they actually take a tennis ball and they put it on the palm of their glove and force them to practice catching with fingertips, and that's what that was. That was a fingertip grab. That's another one. Got to start rolling it up right now. Lions, even though they've had slow third quarters in the past, it's not what we're seeing today. Swans trying to get anything going, but just can't get the bobble. Get a lucky bounce. Working the inside. Good tackle. Lions back with it. And now you just chip it away. Take your time. Chip it away. Find an open player. Open up some marks. Switching field. I mean, this is just smart tactics by them. Trying to open a bid. You got him on the sideline if you want to hit him. Looks like he wants to go deep to that left side. Has the man. Little strong. Oh, they're going to get Warden the tackle? Katy Perry in the booth. I'm drinking faster, so I can't remember the final score. Fair enough. Fair enough, Main Star. I was coming in mentally ready to go drink for drink with you today. And I'm a little disappointed that you haven't joined us. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed. I'm like 8 down right now. I had to start slowing down because I'm like, oh, Main Star's not joining me. I'll be the only drunk on the channel.
Main Star, you are a disappointment.
Sydney back on the goals. Again, Will said I had a question. What's your question again? Will, did I miss it? Send it again for me, please. All right, there we go. That's a good mark. All right. I mean, they're down by 64. Or, I'm sorry, 54.
American education system, yep.
I just saw the 2 and the 8, and I instantly went 60 and just like didn't think anything less. You know, it is what it is.
We look at it as 9 goals.
True David L. Darcy's done a great job today. Let's see who said that. David L. Let me look back. Coach should be happy with Darcy Fort's game on Grundy today.
Absolutely.
Great point. And thank you for being here, Anna. Anna, why do you have that AB next to your name? What is that? I've never seen that before. Is that, am I like tripping? Is that on here? That's on here too. What does that AB mean? I'm like so confused. Oh, is that? Oh, that's just part of your name. Oh, you added an AB to your name on YouTube. Oh, that's pretty cool. Never seen that. I'm way more. Let's do test match cricket. All right, fair enough. We'll do that. So what was the windiest game you've been, Zach? The windiest? Like wind? Like shh. I mean, I'm from New Orleans. All of our stuff is enclosed. So I've never been to a super windy game.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I've already forgot the name again, but here we go. You calling a mark for Sydney? Okay. Can you get there? You can't. Not enough arch on that one. Zach, it will be a draw. Right. Or Bathurst. Bathurst is fine. Come join in for Bathurst. We'll do that. Katy Perry can tackle me anytime. All right, Bond. Hey, keep it in your pants, brother. Keep it in your pants. They're gonna reward the mark of 16. $41. Get on. Initials AB. Yeah, well, I knew what the AB was the initials, but like I just never seen that before as a emoji being used on a name. So I just thought it was cool. India versus Australia would be a great rivalry, and if you want to enjoy Test cricket more, you should watch the Ashes. Yeah, we definitely want to watch the Ashes. I think the Ashes take place next year, so we're definitely gonna try and time things out so we can watch some of it. Hopefully, it works in our time frame. By next year, I should have my new job. I better have my new job, so things will change a little bit as far as what I can and cannot do. But I definitely am going to watch some of it, if not all, some of it. There it is. There it is. Just doing his thing. Just doing his thing. Good night.
Another
Put
one.
him to bed. Put the Swans to bed. You know what's got to be the worst part, right? Because of the games being at this early in the day. It's like you get done, the game's over, it's still got plenty of sunlight left, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? Maybe that's why championship games are normally done at night in the U.S., because now I'm just sitting here like, I'm just going to drink myself to sleep. You know, like, what am I supposed to do at this point?
There's more drinking hours. What do you want?
I guess so. That gets dangerous. That's a great kick.
Interesting post there. Norm Smith medal, best on ground. Any nominations?
It's gotta be Surfer Boy, right?
Certainly influential early, yes.
I mean, but even still, like, do y'all reward is like an assist like a statistic that is given? Because he's even had a couple of those.
Absolutely, yep, certainly.
Yeah. He has what four goals and I think 2 assists. Ashcroft, big boot. Behind. Or it's going to go out of bounds? Out of bounds. Carberry citing now if it was Chiefs game and it was Taylor, at least 20. Fair enough. Windiest games in the NFL NBA history you was talking about. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I honestly couldn't think about it because like all the teams that we play against are in domes except for Tampa and Carolina, and yeah, I mean, like the most like environmental game that I've ever experienced was the Saints versus Chicago Bears in the NFC Championship, where it was like snowy and windy and everything like that. It was the year right after Katrina. It was a heartbreaker for sure. If you want to watch another whitewash, the Wallabies are on soon. Here we go. Here's someone's talking shit. I don't know what you're talking about or what you're referencing to, Brian Adams, but that just sounds funny. For Norm Smith, Ashcroft, maybe you think Ashcroft? Yeah. Neil or Ashcroft? How's it being a Swans fan right now? Shut up, Helen. Shush. You're gonna make me like mute every Ellen DeGeneres like video that comes out from now on just because of your name. Damn
Zach.
it. What's up, man?
Zach, I'm a Collingwood fan. We lived through decades of losing grand finals, not winning one. So, losing one. Sorry, you got to wear this. I think it was 9 in a row we lost.
Wow.
Over.
So you should be a Buffalo Bills fan then, if that's.
No, I know who they are, and no, I'd rather not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, my team is historically bad. We went through the baghead days where we literally wore brown paper bags over our heads, where people said Saints suck, we suck, yada yada yada. That is my fan base. When I grew up, we were like kind of coming out of that. Like mid 90s, it was still there. Early 2000s started going away, and then we got Drew Brees after Hurricane Katrina, which just so happened to be when I was like 8 or 9 years old. So, the whole idea of it got better once I became a fan. Knew what was going on. But just hearing my dad yell and how much he hated the Saints, like that regulates with me so much because of how bad we were. And like we had a quarterback that literally threw an interception throwing backwards. Like he threw the ball backwards and somehow threw it to a defensive lineman. That's how bad we were.
Yep, that sounds like Collingwood in grand finals. Yep.
Yep, there you go. Again, guys, like this is kind of part of the game. We're trying to like cover the game, but we know this is a wash. But anything that y'all want to talk about, y'all want to bring up in conversation, it could be like anything from, you know, sports, TV shows. Like it really don't matter. Like, you know, we're just here to talk. This is like a bar room. This is the way we look at it. It's a sports bar here, chilling, talking. If you're a Lions fan, you want to just talk about how bad the Swans are, and let it rip. Keep all the trash talk, you know, respectful to a limit. You know, no hits below the belt. Talk your shit. And anybody else that just wants to come in, talk and chat it up, you know, go for it. We'll have some fun for the rest of this game, but it is basically over. If somehow we get a miracle comeback, that's exactly what it is a miracle. And if it does happen, then it happened here on Real Fan Sports. So that's all that matters.
Who's been to an AFL grand final? Who's attended one in the past?
Good question. Has anyone attended one? Lions chant starting up around the ground. What is the Lions chant, Austin? Can you type it out for us? Mitch Robinson, Norm. He's so stupid. Wallabies are show's rugby union team. We aren't great. Oh, that shows union. Okay, that makes sense, Alan. That makes sense. Bills look good this season. They are looking really good this season. Yo, Meg. What up, Meg? Yo, shout out to our sister Meg. 23 straight years of beating the Wallabies. yeah, we know how you represent the All Blacks. We know how you do. It's very disappointing as a Sydney fan. Yeah, it's definitely a tough game. I mean, especially with how all the games have been going so far throughout the it's not called like, do y'all not call it playoffs? Like, what do y'all call it? Sinbad?
Sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
My bad. So y'all don't call it playoffs. So what do y'all call it? Like the games leading up to this?
Finals, simple as that.
So it's just finals.
Non-mentioned. That's right. Yep. So there's a whole series of finals, quarterfinals, semi-finals, preliminary finals, and the grand final.
Got you. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely upsetting, like the way this game turned out compared to all the quarter semis and all that finals that have gone place. You know, but it is what it is. That's sports. We got so many good ones. It's like to ask for another. It's almost was like maybe too much, I guess, at a certain point.
But that's why we were always pressing for you to watch something other than the grand final initially, and thankfully, again, it was a great game. But too often historically the grand final has been a blowout. I think last year was a great one, one of the best ones ever. And then you have to go back several years, but this won't go down in the memory.
No, it'll go down for a memory for all Lions fans. Everybody else is gonna be
they'll enjoy it.
This
Absolutely.
didn't exist. Stop talking bad. I support the Chargers. And I blame Phil Rivers, but that's fair enough. Are you in Melbourne, Brian Adams? Thank goodness the Turkish volleyball season starts next weekend. Go Vakif Bank. Are you into volleyball, Peter H? So my girlfriend, we've actually been trying to get her to do some live streams during some volleyball games. We haven't really set it up, but she played volleyball, was offered to play at the collegiate level and such. She's really good. And we want to do some volleyball on the channel. We've done some reaction videos to volleyball. I would like to do more if she'd be willing to join me for some of them, just so she can give her insider point of view of everything. So, let us know if that's something I'll be interested in. Like I said, we're down to literally cover all sports. Like I think sports are fantastic. That's why we call ourselves Real Fan Sports. All sports are amazing, man. I appreciate the greatness that comes along with the skill set that these players come with. Way back with sub UN. I don't know what way back said earlier, so I'm just gonna. Okay. The same quarterback won us our first playoff game. Yeah, very true, James. Very true. At least Melbourne. I keep wanting to say Melbourne. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's Melbourne. I had some interjection in Sydney culture this week. Melbourne had some injections in Sydney culture this week. What do you mean by that, Mainstar? Longest premiership drought currently, St. Kilda. Is it sad how much of a whitewash this is? Tight games are more exciting. It definitely is, but again, like 35 of y'all are in here right now for a game that is an obvious blowout that y'all could turn off the TV or turn off the stream and just not give a damn what anybody else has to say about it. But y'all staying here, hanging out with us. We truly appreciate this. Like whenever we do these international games, it blows our mind that we have people from all over the world that are willing to join us and come talk with us and have some fun. It's truly humbling as a channel that we started this just as a way to watch sports games, not alone. Me and Nan, we started off watching football and basketball. I joined him because Nan was doing this prior on his personal channel. I asked if I could come join him because I was tired of watching games by myself. And now we watch it with, right now, 36 people from all over the world. And we just have some fun, have some conversation. It's honestly amazing. This is some of the best parts of my week is being able to go live. It doesn't matter the time, the day, anything like that. Being able to come in here and talk with you guys, get to hear sit down with Sinbad and actually get to meet him in semi-person. It's just awesome, man.
David L., I saw your comment, and all I'm going to say is, for the next 40 minutes, Collingwood are still the reigning premiers.
Hey, tell him.
That's all he needs to know.
And I am scrolling down. I am seeing some comments. I'm just going to scroll down. If there's something that you feel like I missed, just go ahead and retype it again. It's on a bucket list to attend the grand finals. Would rather a cricket match at the G, though. Okay, fair enough. Going to Boxing Day this year. Oh, it's awesome. Meg, if you're going to Boxing Day this year, please take plenty of pictures and send it to us so we can post some pictures, videos, anything like that. Pictures are easy to download on Instagram. Our email is right down below, realfans.biz@gmail. If you send us videos, send us to it there. That way we can share them. We'd love to have that. Yeah, hey, good on the Swans fans for still being there. I mean, I'm sure they're like, oh, we paid X amount of dollars to be here, so we're going to do our thing. Baser said, Meg, I'll carry your bags in. Fair enough. Elaborate explanation. Week 1, top 1 through 4 qualifying finals, top 5 to 8 play elimination final. Week 2 or semi. Week 3. Thank you again, Will. Thank you. Appreciate that. So it's similar how we do it. We just call it playoffs, and y'all just call it different variation of finals. As Queen Leonard, this win will be all we will talk about until the season starts again next year. Yeah, I'm sure. Before last year, close grand finals 2018. Sinbad should know well. That's what you were commenting on. Got it. All right, I'm doing a big scroll down, guys. I'm going all the way down to the bottom. If I miss something, just type it again. Can they break G-Long's record? What's the record, Anthony?
Yeah, which one?
And then David L said, all good, Sinbad. We still to win one. There you go. Fair enough. Don't know what the F is going on. Never watched it before. Well, AP, I appreciate you still being here, hanging out, and doing your thing. Are you excited? What is your expectations, AP? And this goes for everybody, too, that's a fan of cricket. What is y'all's expectations for the test match between India and Australia? Sinbad, go ahead and let me know your explanation as well. I have to use the restroom, so give me one moment.
Oh, this is the part I get paid, isn't it? Oh, geez. Test match series coming up. Obviously, as everyone knows, it's going to depend who's still playing. Assuming we have the same squad we have in the Test final in England last year, and at home, I'd have us ahead. But likewise, yeah, you just don't know who's actually going to come up for the game or the series. It's a long summer, and experience tells us don't count everything until you know who's in. And another Brisbane goal. Oh dear. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually went to the MCG for cricket. It's a long time ago. Back.
Yeah, this is
easily 20 years.
This will what we like to call a good old fashioned ass whooping, a good old molly whopping.
It's brutal.
It's definitely brutal. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Brian's side. What a runaway.
That record, your Geelong record you're talking about, is the final result. I doubt it. There's only a quarter to go. A lot of goals to get. Geelong beat Port Adelaide in, 2007, was it? By almost 20 goals in the grand final. This is only, 12 goals at the moment. So a long way to go.
Meg said, I love both these teams, but live near to Brisbane. Used to get seats in member stands at the SCG to watch the Swans. Oh, that's cool. You could so like you kind of don't have a dog in the fight. You just hope for a good game. We are getting a good game unless you're a Lions fan. But we're here. We're here. Brisbane, up the Lions. Why is that like y'all's go-to thing? Like up the name the team here? Like that feels like the go-to chant.
Well, in Melbourne it's Kana, so it'll be Kana Lions.
Kana? How do you spell that?
As in come on, but it's shortened.
Come on.
To
Oh,
Kana.
Kana. Okay. So a little slang. All right, I'm learning something. Kana. All right. 3-4 times.
Expletives in the middle.
Yeah, 3-4 time. Cheer sounded like the full time one. Yeah. It's ass whooping, man. Love the Brisbane Bears. Who are the Brisbane Bears? What sport is that?
Don't you read your emails, Zach? Come on. The Brisbane Bears were established in 1987 and survived 10 years before Fitzroy was sent from Melbourne to merge with them to become the Brisbane Lions. So, a lot of people will still refer to them as the Bears for a bit of a laugh.
I didn't get to watch. I didn't get to read all your notes. I got too late on the notes. I was stuck doing homework. Okay, cool. So, the change of name though, like why they changed names? Is it like an ownership change thing? Is that what it is? Like that's how it works in the NFL.
Again, no, yep. So again, as I said, there's no ownership in AFL.
That's right.
It simply comes down to
the fans own it, right? You have members
trying to keep the Fitzroy Lions fans associated with the game. So if they just stayed with Brisbane Bears, absorbed Fitzroy, then it would have been all over. So this way, the Fitzroy fans in Melbourne still had a club to support with the Lions name, and
gotcha.
So that is ongoing. Where there's plenty of Fitzroy fans in Melbourne who now support the Lions. Now support Brisbane and are having a good old time right now.
And is that how many goals that quarter? I'm not completely sure. I'm not going to lie. Been a little checked out this quarter. The game has just gotten less competitive. Lions are just running away with it. If anybody can answer that, please go ahead and do so down below. Mainstar says, only 12 goals. Easy comeback. Well, I love the hope, Mainstar.
It's only been done once. Not in the grand final, but 12 goals down, someone got up.
In a fourth quarter?
No, but at one stage in the game there was 12 goal margin.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Skylar for not wanting to chew my head off because she was definitely trying to go to sleep. That's why I had to turn my lights off, and she's still awake and she's looking at me with them death eyes every time I get loud.
Come and join us, girl.
Sinbad said, "Come join us. Come say hey." Here, I'm gonna turn the mic. Say hey. Say, subscribe to Real Fan Sports.
Subscribe.
That's really enthusiastic. Good job, Scal. Really good. I'm glad my girlfriend supports everything we do here. I'm a West Coast supporter living in Brisbane, so the Lions are my second team. I know you do. I love you. That is Skyla in the background. Anyone that has a membership, you can go ahead and spam some Woo Girl Skylas down below in the chat. Those three all that are joining us from either Rumble or Twitch, thank you for joining us. Make sure y'all do whatever you do over there. Hit that follow button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the like button, man. We appreciate you all for being here. Don't waste your money on any stickers because stickers aren't coming through right now. We haven't got that set up to interconnect through the channels yet, but thank you all for being here. League people say up the. Okay, so it's a league thing. Gotcha. I'm liking the Carna. How do you say it again?
Carna.
Carna.
Carna Swans.
I like that. You know, we say who dat here in New Orleans. Who dat said they gonna beat them Saints? Come on, man. Peter, I'm a league fan, hence why I say up the. Okay, makes sense. So who do you support? Are you a Brisbane Broncos fan, Ellen? I know you say you support Brisbane, so I'm assuming.
She said Cowboys, I think.
Carna the Lions, Real Fan Sports. Come on, Meg. She said what now? I'm sorry, I totally missed it. What did she say, Sinbad? She said she's what fan?
Cowboys.
Cowboy. Oh, you're right.
Cowboys
Cowboys. You're right. Cowboys fan. That's right.
Oh, yes, and Megan's a hawker. Yep, okay.
Sinbad.
Lingo?
Oh, here we go.
Where do you want to start, mate?
Give me some crazy stuff. Give me some crazy stuff. Let me learn it. Hey, hold on. Let me grab a pen and a paper. I'm gonna write it down. I'm about to get it. I'm about to get it going. I'm about to start next week. I'm gonna start throwing in some lingo, and everybody's gonna be like, "What?"
Mainstar, I think you're the man for this job. You can come in now, or you can come in next week.
The game's already over.
He can come in now. He can come in and have a good cry, and
he has the link.
He has the link.
Cat. My cat's trying to jump on the desk. Are you coming up here? If you're gonna come up here, but be careful. Don't get on the keyboard. Come on.
Oh God, it's a zoo.
Come on. Ow. Come on.
You sound like a Geelong fan.
Come on. You're good. Come on. You got it. You want some help? Oh, you want to lay down? Oh, he wants to lay down. Never mind. I thought my cat wanted to come lay down.
So,
no, you don't.
Non, you enjoyed the excitement?
I've been listening to y'all. I mean, it's
the thrill has gone from the game.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, seeing us score is definitely a hard thing to come back from. I mean, the only thing you can do is try to make it what I guess respectable. I guess you could say score wise. You know, but
I know. My cat's just like fucking with everything on my desk. He's like he's throwing my light around right now. He's trying to move all the monitors. Just lay down and be good. Just be good, cat. Come over here.
Oh, it's the cat you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, look. Shut up, man. Hey, stop putting your asshole on the camera, dog. Like, come on, man. Chill. All right. You can chill there. No, you ain't chilling, huh? All right. Come on.
Is the lizard having a shot?
All right, there you go. Okay.
And he misses.
You know, get a 6. Oh no, man! Come on, man! At least make it like respectable, right? Like you get opportunities, at least score a 6.
Yeah, take the opportunities. Man. I mean, the score is definitely wildly lopsided, but still, you can still show up for the last part of the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's the point where you gotta get out of your own head. Like, you know the game is there. You know the game is done. Show up and just put on a show. Do what you can. Make it respectable. I mean, even though it's already 70 points out of reach. Says private ownership, then owners becoming haywire and mismanaging everything. There's interest to being privately owned again, though. I think about India and Australia, world-class teams, and everyone wants to see some serious competition on the field. Some aggression, because Aussies love sledge. India's got Virat Kohli as well. I hope it's a great series. I hope we have a lot of fun. This guy has such enthusiasm. All right, I'm doing a big scroll down. If I miss something, well, hold on. First off, let me go. Hey, yo, what up, Slim? You can have whatever you like. Hey, yo, hey, that's T.I. there, baby. What's up, Slim? How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining in late at night. Why are you up,
That's
Slim?
funny.
Why are you up? Why are you up, brother? Thank you for being here, man.
What up?
But I'm gonna do a
Slim?
big scroll down. So if I miss anything, go ahead and just send it again. All you need to know about speaking Aussie is
Anything
shrimp
you want
or
to see that we
prawns.
missed, just do it again.
Yeah, we don't call shrimp prawns, and
Here,
we don't
go
call
back.
shrimp. We call them scrimp. We call them scrimp with a K. Scrimp.
Just on the private ownership thing,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
VFL, as it was, played with private ownership with these two clubs back in the 80s. Obviously it didn't last long. Both groups went out of business, and so the AFL had to take their licenses back and just return them back to memberships who vote in boards, who make decisions. And that was the last we heard of private ownership in this game.
So how does the membership like aspect work in the leagues? Is it a thing of like is it like, okay, so for the NFL there is one, right? Just Green Bay. You own stock in the company. So like those that are on the stock boards that own a big priority of stock or whatever you want to word it, they have say in certain things. Is it the same thing with memberships where they have opinions that can be made as far as like coaching, players, trades, and stuff like that? Like how does that work?
Well, because Green Bay as a whole, the whole city owns a team. So yeah.
Yeah, the city owns it. Like we
Yeah,
actually like Cheesehead that joins us, so his dad actually owns ownership in Green Bay.
Members of these football clubs, they have an AGM to attend where they can voice their opinion, but at the end of the day, it doesn't count for much. They elect the board to represent them, and the board obviously make appointments of CEOs and coaches, etc. And then obviously everyone below that obviously makes decisions on drafting, who to recruit, who to sack, etc. But that's members. Yeah, they're wanted for their money, and that's about as far as their involvement goes.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So even though this is a whitewash to Brisbane, it has been fun to watch with you all. Hopefully next week's NRL Grand Final is more exciting. Absolutely. Ellen, we appreciate you for joining our channel. I know you just joined us recently. We aren't able to post a lot of NRL content. A lot of the content that we post is like big hits plays and some like big tries. It's become harder and harder over the last couple of years to be able to react to NRL. We're hoping that changes, and it seems like it's moving in that direction. But we have a lot of old NRL videos of player highlights, game highlights, and stuff like that that's still up on our channel. If you'd like to go and check it out, you can go to our channel homepage. You can go to playlists, and then you can go to NRL and scroll down and find some. Excuse the ignorance in the beginning parts of it, as we were brand new. We don't sugarcoat anything and like delete something if we sound stupid. We just go with the flow. But yeah, we definitely hope to see you here for the NRL Grand Finals. I hope it's a much better game too. I don't even know who's in it, if you want to be honest with you. We've been so busy this year. Like, was supposed to be the year that we tried to expand and doing more live streams for like international play, but with the T20 World Cup and then with the Olympics this year, it literally like drained us dry. So we're a little behind on everything that's going on right now. But we're still hoping to have a good showing. We're still hoping to have a lot of fun. And, I'm going to do a refresher of like just all rules and stuff. Because the NRL is definitely something that I'm more familiar with as of right now, since we've had a couple years of watching and, covering games. So this is a record here, apparently, or a tire record for 4+ goals in the grand finals.
No, it
Does
would be
not
just,
get it.
Really?
Recent.
Yeah, just
because
left.
the record's
recent.
9. Garrett,
Oh,
yeah, your man.
Wow, 9? Oh, that's way off. It's going to be hard to guess. The Norm Smith, all Brisbane players have played well. Remember the North Melbourne play with privatization too?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate that on Sinbad?
They did a stock market thing for a while. Carlton threatened to buy them out.
Oh,
But it's always a bit of a joke. Thankfully, they shut all that down many years ago, and just again returned to a membership.
Gotcha.
that makes
David
no
also has
sense,
a
'cause
YouTube video
having
about.
having a privatization definitely would affect how the overall thing, everything moves. It changes the culture. It's not about the culture no more.
Yeah.
It's about the bottom line. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Precisely.
Yeah, I mean that's where the NFL went wrong. I mean, there's so many teams right now in the NFL. I would say not so much in the NBA yet.
Exactly.
There's some NBA teams that don't care, but the NFL teams, it's very obvious, and Major League Baseball is also very obvious where they just care about the bottom line. Non is a victim of that with the A's,
Yeah,
where
the bad
they
thing about-
care about the bottom
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
You'll see after the game.
Owners total ass hat.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah,
see after
like
the
if
game
y'all,
the presentations. Sorry, go on, guys.
no, there you go. I'm sorry, we talked to you twice.
No, I was just going to say, you'll see after the game the presentations. There's no presentation to an owner. It's the players receive their medals, the captain and coach receive the cup, and they go and show it to all the members and all the supporters, and it goes to the
That's
club.
awesome.
And that's it.
That's how it should be. That's what's missing in U.S. sports nowadays. Like, you get that in NBA a little bit, but the prices are still extremely high. But like the NFL is not even attainable for for me to go and buy a ticket to an NFL, like a Super Bowl in the NFL, even if my team is there. I'm having to take out. Well, some people can afford, a $6,000 ticket. I can't. Like I'd have to take a loan out or open up a $10,000 credit card or something like that in order to have the opportunity. And there's some people that do it. And don't get me wrong, like if it were to be in a somewhere place that's close enough where I could try to, I probably would. You try to at least, but it's not possible. It's more for the marketing and advertisement of it. It's filled with your famous people, your people that have the money that aren't the true fans, and I think that's what whitewashes like the NFL in particularly is that, because real fans aren't there. That's why the Super Bowl, as much as the game is normally pretty good, the atmosphere is below average. Even for regular season games, it's below average.
I didn't ask you guys whether you'd been to a Super Bowl. I'd assume no, because we're fully aware of the prices. Even this game, I got no idea how much the cost of the ticket was for this year. I'm guessing around the $600 mark minimum.
To pay
that.
That's crazy. $600. I'm going to every one that's near me. I'm literally going to every one that's near me.
Yeah.
We're talking 10 times the price.
I've been to about a dozen grand finals, so I could always afford to go to a grand final. Not an issue, whether my club was playing or not.
Now some exciting stuff. So the Super Bowl this year is in New Orleans. If somehow the Saints make it, which they probably aren't. If somehow the Saints make it, I'm going. I don't care what I have to do. Like it'll be February. I might be at the new job. I'll take out a loan. I don't care what I gotta do. I'll sell a vehicle. Like I'm going. Like I may never see it. My mama, she won't even know. I'm joking, but like realistically, like I will go. I'll do whatever I can to go. But one thing that we will have on the channel, or at least the plan is we will have some different vlogs and stuff that I will be posting from the experience of the Super Bowl being in New Orleans. There are different, conventions that take place, and then meetups and stuff where you go and you get to do different like little games and different fun stuff. So I am planning on going through all of that and allowing anyone that follows us or subscribes to us to be able to see what it's like to have a Super Bowl in your city. So that will happen this year. And maybe if I'm lucky, I got to be really lucky, I can get some type of pull in order to have some type of like backstage access to be able to talk to players and stuff like that. I mean, we're working really hard. Skyla's working really hard trying to get those connections for me, as well as some other supporters of ours in order to do that. So, we'll see what happens come February.
Yeah, you got viable kidneys or not?
I mean, probably not, but
I mean, I probably do.
hey, Non's kidney, so I can go.
Yeah, no.
I got you.
Yeah, as highlighted on the chat, obviously some tickets are cheaper, standing room or restricted view seats.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, wing seating $4.93, so $500 for a seat on the wing. I'm assuming that's up the top, up the back somewhere. But yeah, the last time I went, it was about $200 a ticket.
I mean, I think the fact that most of the sports outside the U.S. they're more affordable. It's what builds the culture. That's actually why the culture is so different. Because it's not just
and that's what sucks for us, man.
It's not just the middle class or the uber wealthy that can go to games. It's anybody can actually go to a game. And that's
yeah.
You build the culture.
I mean,
people from the ground up.
It's like for instance, right? So like I live in a small city as far as like professional sports go. So we have 17 games, half of them are at home. So we have between 8 to 9 home games. Before the Saints started playing good, the tickets were affordable. It was $60 to $80, and that's nosebleed. Now that we actually have had some good games, those nosebleed seats are now $180. And that's for a small city. We're not talking about Los Angeles, Las Vegas, New York, Miami. We're not talking about that stuff. I mean, like last year, a low price ticket in Las Vegas was like $400 or $500 per ticket. So you telling us that the grand finals cost about $600? That's for a regular season game against a team that they're probably going to lose to because they weren't that good last year. That's the difference of why it's hard and why the fandom and the U.S. suffers now whenever you have sports like NRL, AFL, soccer, and all this stuff where they're like, oh, y'all's fan bases aren't that crazy. It's like because it's not affordable. You have to be in the middle upper class in order to justify going to a game because you're not going to the game just you. You're going to you and at least a partner. Right. So all of a sudden you're looking at if the tickets are $200, you're looking at $400 a ticket. Then you're looking at your parking, which is another $50. So $450. Then if you want to grab a beer, it's $10 a beer. Say you have a beer a quarter, that's $60 for 2 people. So now you're looking at $510. If you want to buy a bite to eat, we'll say average for food is like $15. So another $30. So it's now what's that? $590. So that's $509 for a single day for a 3.5 hour event. And that's the unfortunate part about it. Now you can get,
and that's not even including if you got kids and you got
that's for a 2-person
kids.
That's
like,
a 2-person. It's hard.
That's one thing I used to like back when I was telling you before when me and my dad used to go to baseball back in the day. It was never expensive, and this is when the A's was winning World Series. It wasn't expensive like that, It's not how it is now. A's
is a little baseball's a little bit easier depending on where it's at because there's more games. Because same thing with the NBA.
I'm
NBA
saying,
is more games, so it's a little bit cheaper.
But generally, when you have a team that wins the World Series, the ticket prices go up higher. But even throughout the summer, they do specials just because it is summer. They do specials because it's close to 4th of July. They do specials because it's like certain days, certain holidays. But the bad thing about with the NFL, that's a hell of a catch. But the bad thing about the NFL, with the NFL, you can be in a fan base that's super dedicated, but your team hasn't won a Super Bowl in over 30, 40 years, but it's not based off of that.
Phenomenal mark.
They're getting you because your fan base. They're getting you because your fan base is dedicated. So because your fan base travels further, they realize they can charge more.
You know,
They
well,
realize
it's
that.
funny. Like when we did the cricket stuff, people were telling, they were like, "Oh, go to the India versus Pakistan." And we're like, "Look, that's a $2,000 just traveling
Oh,
fee,
good.
and then $200-300 per ticket." And they're like, "Yeah, people from India are taking their life savings away." We would have to do that. Like some people would have to do that for
Yeah.
every game. Like that's the hard part, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's why I was saying when we was talking she said about Green Bay. I know I was, razzing about the stadium thing, but I love the way Green Bay is set up. I think when they're in
Same.
the city should have more control over what the team is. Because if we're footing the bill through our city's taxes, we should have way more control of what happens to that team. Who we should have this control. Period.
for sure. Slim said, "Who's your favorite baseball team?" So I grew up weirdly a New York Yankees fan, and it's because my dad bought me a
traitor.
My dad bought me a Derek Jeter hat when I was a kid,
No,
and that made me a New York Yankees fan because of Derek Jeter. But my dad hates the Yankees, and he's a Boston fan. Now, as I grew up, I became more of a Cubs fan because a lot of my family's from Illinois. It's gonna be a behind. And then, Non's an A's fan if you want to talk about that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
I've got a
from
question for
Oakland
you.
and grew up an A's fan, man. I've been an A's fan my entire life. Yeah,
I asked this of Zach earlier in the day. Melbourne has 9 clubs in that city, and then there's Geelong just down the road. How would you see New York or Chicago or LA having 9 clubs for the one sport in the one city? How that would work with the
I think
people,
some of the
with the go on.
well with the larger cities, the metropolitans, it actually probably could work because when you look at New York is in such close proximity to New Jersey, to Manhattan, to Staten Island, to East Rutherford. Like there's so many cities that's so close to New York that could actually work. It actually could work. The problem with it is when you have teams that are in the same sport, teams end up owning the rights to areas. So because of that, other teams can't be there. They have to get permission to be there. Like with the A's and the Giants, the reason why the A's originally
That's
couldn't
San
move
Francisco
to where they wanted
and
to move is
Oakland.
because part of that. Yeah, and the reason was because part of the territory was owned. The rights was owned by San Francisco. So the A's couldn't actually move there unless they get permission by the Giants, and that's the problem with U.S. sports. We do so much extra shit. Excuse my language. To charge for when it should just be the sport itself, and not this team has advertising rights in Santa Clarita, so the A's can't do events there. You know what I'm saying? Like this past preseason, the Las Vegas Raiders. They were doing training camp in Los Angeles, but they couldn't promote it because it was the Chargers and Rams area, so they couldn't promote anything about it because the Rams and Chargers wouldn't give them permission to promote. But it's like that's so stupid. If we promote ourselves, and we know you're giving us permission to do it, off a GP, we're going to support you as well because it's not just we're against each other because of divisions or because we're different teams, but the whole thing is we're in the same thing, which is the NFL. So we try to support each other. So, I mean, but to answer your question, I do believe it can happen. We'd have to get out all that extra red tape. That's the only problem with the U.S. We got too much red tape.
And how would you as a LA resident, how do I say this? How would you work with people who barrack for that nine different teams? How would you go to school with the other children who support those 9 other teams?
That's a good question. I feel like with stuff with that, there would definitely be some trash talking, but for the most part, there would be a lot of there would be a lot of respect too. Like friendly trash talking. You'll have your obscure thing where it might lead to a fight or two or something like that because like something bad happened. I mean, we see that same thing with even though Atlanta and New Orleans is so far away, like I've met some of the worst Atlanta Falcons fans where it was like I'm telling you, I could have squared up with them on site, and I've met other ones where Man, it was just about football. We trash talk about the football, and then it is, and then we sit there and we're like, "Man, welcome to the city." Or now that's a different part because they're in the same city, but it's just, that I feel like that goes person to person, too with it, because that feels more like a high school competition would go be. Because in the same, we have parishes out here, which like divides different cities and stuff like that into political. Junctures, I guess is the best way to put it, which is we have the West Bank, East Bank of a parish, and they hate each other. And it gets bad. Like they paintball each other's guns during rivalry week, TP in people's houses, destroying the schools. And it gets ugly. But that's also dealing with young, stupid teenage kids.
Really interesting game. Well, that's interesting. I mean, so coming from the West Coast, like I said, I grew up in the Bay Area, Oakland, California, near San Francisco, whatever, blah blah blah. And so you have across the water, you have the Niners before they moved, you have the Giants, and then of course you have the A's, and you have the Raiders. Yeah, there's actual beef. You know what I'm saying? And especially on the football side. Baseball, we can probably coexist a lot better, but the football side, they fight. Like people have literally gotten hurt. Yeah. People have gotten stabbed. Like people have gotten beat up. Like that's beef, but that's also because of the culture of those two teams is deeply rooted in gang culture too. So it goes deeper than just being, team versus team. It's a gang thing. So it's just in that mindset comes back over, and people who aren't affiliated to guns kind of carry on that same mindset of the hatred when it just should be, just good sportsmanship. You don't have to fight. I don't have to like your team to like you or dislike you. You know what I'm saying, to me that's ignorant and it's childish. But like I said, certain places I do believe it can happen, but certain places probably not so much.
I did want to go through a couple of these. Most tickets today are $4.93. Yeah, see that's reasonable. Like that's a playoff game price for nosebleeds. Like in the U.S. Not like Super Bowl. I think last year Super Bowl. Do you remember what the lowest ticket price was? Non. Wasn't it like I can't remember if it was 35 or 5,300.
You're gonna spend $10,000 on Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, then there you go. I was even off more. And then you said normal game is $25 for $30 for general admission tickets. Yeah. See, like for NBA, it's like that, and you got to remember we have 83 games, whatever it is. And it'll be like that for those games, but it just also depends on the matchup. It's a really tough matchup with 82 games. If it's a good matchup, like against a good team like Lakers or Celtics or something like that, those prices go up to like $150, $180 and stuff like that. So I am doing a big scroll down. I know everybody's been commenting, and we truly do appreciate you all for commenting. It'd be impossible. We'd be up for another 5 hours. We mentioned everything. Can I put up the score? I don't have it set up to put up the score, but right now it's 114-60. It's just not a good one, Burb. That's the only reason why we've kind of gotten away from it. You said it's been a great crowd. It definitely has. It's loud in there right now. I can hear them over the commentators right now. Thanks for a good time watching our game, and we'll take you guys to a few games anytime. Hey, Anthony, for sure, man. If we ever make our way out there, we definitely know we have a bunch of family members that are willing to show us a good time out in their city or their state or wherever it may be, man.
Just quickly, the coach of the Brisbane Lions, he was at Hawthorn a decade ago when they won 3 flags in a row. He was there as the assistant coach and then got picked up by Brisbane, and he's had a lot of success without the ultimate, but he's finally delivered, so he's going to be a very happy man.
Yeah, and that's the nail in the coffin right there. Nail in the coffin, double the score. What not a great grand final that was. Tough, man. New viewer, much love from South Africa, and go Springboks. Hey, Just Call, appreciate you for joining us. Man, Thank you for being here. Are you a fan of the AFL? Is that how you're getting here? What other sports do you like? We are Real Fan Sports. We cover a lot of sports. We did do the South Africa versus India T20 World Cup finals, which was a great game. I thought South Africa was going to come away with it, man, but India just had a great game plan. Bumrah played amazing. Not Jaspreet, I'm sorry, but Virat actually came out and batted the best that he did all T20. But thank you for being here. Mainstar said oldest coach. I believe.
Quite likely. Yep.
Tater said, "How much did I pay you guys to play rugby? How much you pay us to play rugby? What are you talking about?" wait, hold up now, Tater. Did you give us money that we didn't acquire? Because we've been doing rugby for a while. Or are you talking about rugby union? Rugby union's been a weird one. We had some other people that have covered rugby union that have had a lot of strikes on their channel, so we kind of had to distance our way from it, and that's why we just do the big hit compilation and stuff like that. Sinbad, not Chris Fagan. About Lee Matthews, Sinbad, not Chris Fagan. I don't know what he's talking about. Sinbad, you might be a expand more on that.
Lee Matthews was the previous coach of Brisbane 20 years ago when they won 3 in a row as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that's about, but yeah.
Okay. Maybe you guys should do a visit to a USAFL game. Yes, they play footy in the U.S. It's hard to find it, especially where we're from. Now, there are like small communities that we have been invited to. Like it's the same thing with like the cricket world. We did get invited to join in on a practice and some games and stuff. I have to reach out to him. I talked to him about 3 weeks ago, trying to figure it out. Life's just been kind of crazy. But we will have a video upcoming. Not telling you when, where, or anything like that, because none of that I know. But I do want to talk to him and hopefully be able to do some live streams from a game, from a local game here in New Orleans or New Orleans area, Louisiana area. And then possibly go through a practice and them show me how to play cricket. It's something I want to do. It's just find the right time. You know, timing's always the hardest thing. Aussie rules, not a follower, more of a rugby guy. Fair enough, man. So are you a union fan or a league fan? And as we see full-time come to collapse, we got the veins popping out, everybody flexing, ready to go. We see some tears and some crying by the coaches. The fans are here in disarray. Couldn't believe they won by double the score, 120-60 in full time. The Brisbane Lions finally get it done. After losing last year in the grand finals, they're able to take out the SYDNEY Swans, who everybody thought was the favorites, or at least the most part. Yeah, the leverage was to them. And Brisbane Lions come out and hold it down. They had 18 goals, 12 behinds versus 9 goals and 6 behinds. They doubled them in every single stat, and this is just a phenomenal output by the Brisbane Lions. What a phenomenal game, and man, I'm just happy to be here. I wish it was a more exciting game, more down to the wire, but nevertheless, I enjoyed being able to get to know everybody that's came tuned in and had conversations with us throughout it. Sinbad, what's your thoughts on this game? Like, where obviously in a lot of ways, but where did the Swans go wrong? Did they underestimate? Did they come in too cocky? Like, just what's your thoughts?
Well, firstly, I just want to say that I thought you showed more excitement at 3:30 in the morning 4 weeks ago, but than the players have shown. But anyway, let's move on. No, look, at the end of the day, it's a bloody long season. This is week 28, week 29 of a long season. Both clubs came in nearly full strength. Brisbane had their ruckman missing, but clearly their Darcy Fort stood up and took his spot and did well. Brisbane have a very good team, there's no doubt in that, and they've been a very good team for 4 or 5 years now. Swans, I thought, were overall a much more consistent team that could cover more issues, had a better on-ball pack, but Brisbane have a very good on-ball pack as well, and there's a lot of very experienced players here who've finally reached their ultimate goal.
I do think, like, kind of what you were saying earlier about how the Swans they always have these slow starts, but then they kind of ramp it up. And then what we talked about during one of the breaks was about Brisbane. Should they just keep their foot on the gas? And that's pretty much what it felt like they've done. Like they came from every break in the game, and just kept going. Like it wasn't like a slowdown like was perceived was going to happen, like it happened in previous matches. They just kept pushing, and the Swans just took too long to ramp up. And because of course they scored a few goals in the end, which, like I said, looks more respectable than the 35 they had at the almost 7-8 minutes left to go. But I think if they have a faster start, then we're probably not looking at the score the way we're looking at right now. Do I know if they're to win? I don't know, but it definitely wouldn't be as lopsided.
Well, I feel like in this case, it's like Brisbane, especially now knowing that they were in the finals last year, that they had a different type of hunger and drive. It's like we got a taste of the cookie, and now we want the whole thing. And SYDNEY Swans, their strategy is or at least their play style has always been, it's okay to go down early, but we can come back. Yeah. But Brisbane play with the heart of a lion. Yeah, you heard that pun. That was nice. The heart of the lion. They came out and they were like, or metaphor. Yes. Okay, I messed that up. Metaphor. They came out with the heart of the lion, and they came into that third quarter and they were like, nope, I don't care. What the rumor behind us is that we come out slow in the third quarter. We aren't going to today. We got a little extra pep in our step, a little feather up our ass. They're ready to go, and they came out and pulled it out the way that they should have. They didn't let go off the gas.
Well, it's like you said, they got the taste last year. Whenever you get that, you get the little taste. It's like when somebody's barbecuing and they give you a little taste, and then you just sitting there waiting. You can't wait. You can't wait to you just look at the plate, wait for them to finish, and then when you finally get that plate, you probably get that plate and you take that big old hunk and bite, man. And that's what this is their bite right now. They had a taste, and now they got the whole meal. And I mean, congratulations, And I know there's a lot of people that's SYDNEY Swans in the chat. So sorry you guys didn't win, but hey, you got your taste. Now next year, come back and get the plate.
And shout out to the Brisbane Lions that showed up, man. We had a lot of Brisbane Lions fans that came into our last recent videos, man. If y'all haven't checked out our recent videos, they're just coming through for the live stream. We covered the best AFL marks as of 2 months ago in the AFL. We also covered all the best goals in the finals. That video was posted earlier today, about 7 hours ago, something like that. So, please go and check that out. Sinbad was about to say something, so go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, obviously, it's rare for a team to win the premiership from outside the top four, as Brisbane did. They've come from 5th place. What was it, about a decade ago? The decision was made to have a week off the week before the finals begin to give all clubs a chance to recover, get any minor injuries out of the way, and so each club could come with their best. And obviously, I think Brisbane's taken advantage of that. They've, again, got a good, experienced team. Sydney is certainly full of very good players, but it's a young team. That makes the last 3 premiers all old teams, full of old players who, their incentive might be, I'm on my last legs here, I want to get one before I retire. So that might have played into it a bit. But as I said, as you know, in the Super Bowl, you have the week off before the Super Bowl. We have the week off before the finals even begin.
Well, and to be honest, I mean, I think that's a good thing. I mean, as a fan of sports, whether you're a fan of the team, you might want an advantage because, someone's a little banged up or anything like that. But as a fan of the sport, you would like to see the best of the best go up against each other. Like that's the one thing right now we're doing with the NFL, where players are banged up. We don't even know, we don't even know what teams actually look like right now in the NFL because everybody's so banged up. It's like we want to see the best of the best compete against the best of the best. and that's the bottom line. Whoever comes up on top is deserving. Don't allow no questionables. Oh, if we would have one more week and this guy could have recovered from his hamstring strain, then we'd be on top. So like I actually enjoy that part that they allow that. I know maybe some people in the AFL world might not like it because it never used to be like this, and it seems like the sport is big on tradition, from the jerseys, from the day game for the finals and all that stuff. But overall, like I think it's what was best. Unfortunately, this game wasn't as exciting, but for Brisbane Lions, and you're a Brisbane Lions fan, you're like, man, F that. This was the most exciting finals I've ever seen. We walked the dog on them Swans. We turned them into ducks. They were the ugly ducklings in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was, and we like that, and we like that. It's the best of the best. I feel like it from a obviously like uneducated point of view, I'm sitting here thinking the same thing that I think about Non's Golden State Warriors. This is exactly where I go through. Golden State sits there and looks at turnovers and stuff as we turn over the ball, but we still win games. The SYDNEY Swans came in, like we go down low early, but we always come back. And it's like you took that shit for granted. And today it was proven that you weren't able to. I think that's a fair comparison, Non. I know you looked at me crazy. I was like, your eyes roll a little bit.
No, I wasn't rolling. I was like, yeah, you're right, because that's the Warriors thing. Hey, 50 turnovers, we're good.
We'll still knock down 9 threes in the last quarter.
We got this.
Just Carl did ask, what's your take on the Rugby World Cup in the U.S.? So I don't know much about the Rugby World Cup. We actually have a rugby team not that far from me. I actually know a guy I used to work out with him that played for them for a little bit. No offense to him, he's a really cool dude, but like he didn't look at me that was like, oh, extreme athleticism. You know what I mean? I don't know how good their team is or whatever. Really cool dude. I'm not gonna shout out his name because I just dog shit him. But really cool dude.
Yeah, don't do that.
yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, I mean it's a growing sport, man. I mean, apparently there are some rugby league rules stuff that's out here. I think just Carl, you say you're from South Africa, so you're more worried about union. I mean, hopefully it grows. I mean, I think it's a fun game. I think it's something that it's going to take a time for people to watch. And I think what NRL is doing right now, moving into Las Vegas and having games, we're going to have, I think, 4 games coming this next season. I think it's going to be a really good thing. Hopefully it expands the sport, opens the eyes, and broadens the spectrum. I mean, the way the world works right now, like social media and the access to be able to watch sports from all over the world is so huge. So it's like, as long as the companies and the brands and all that stuff do the right thing, then these sports can be great. It's a reason why rugby has been around as long as it has and has been so successful it has. Same thing with cricket, even though as U.S. American, it's same with AFL too. As U.S., we've heard of rugby, but we never watched it. Like we never give a damn. Yeah. Same with cricket, same with AFL. But there's a reason why if you watch it, you like it. It's because it's competitive. It's because it's sports. Because we see the talent, and it's all there. It's just connecting the dots and doing it the right way.
I just want to say, I let Zach finish talking, but I just want to say for everybody that came in today, the new people that came in, not only just came and watched, but came in and y'all talking trash to each other. I love that. Welcome in, have a seat, come back every time, because that's what we're looking for. And you're not like going below the belt. It's real sports, jarring back and forth. I appreciate that. And Taterhead, if you're still here, keep going at Zach. I enjoy it.
Yo, shut up. Fuck you, Taterhead. It's lame shit. I can lay out an F word. I can lay out an F word. Do you think one day you get to respond to a team? Do you think one day you get to respond to a team? What do you mean? Like do we get to talk to a team? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
If this was a couple years ago, we definitely would have been able to speak to a lot of teams.
What is that noise? That's
his phone, I believe.
Is that Sinbad's phone?
Yeah.
I Who's
sorry.
calling? Is that your daughter saying, "Hey, are we allowed to come home now?"
That's exactly it. That's exactly right.
I knew it was. I knew it was.
I hung up. I'm not answering yet.
Stay out. Another 20 minutes. But I mean, look. I mean, realistically, guys, it's like, you know, we are a growing channel. We don't have a lot of pulls or anything like that. But I don't think it's far out of reach to say within the next year or so that's not something that's possible. Thankfully, to our growing community and all the people that have been a part of our channel, it has opened up avenues to different players in the NFL world, the NBA world, NRL, AFL, and stuff like that. Those things are a possibility for us, but we also don't want to waste nobody's time. So, you know, I mean, like, I know right now there's at least 2 to 3 NFL players right now that I could probably get on an interview, but I don't know if it'd be worth it because I'm not going to have them interview to 30, 40 people because we want to make their time worth it and we want to make our brand worth it. So that's why we ask y'all to share the channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Like, we hope to be able to bring y'all those type of insights and those different type of things. Like, we've talked, we've been in communications with different beat reporters for teams, players, agents, all that stuff. Like, we have talked to some of them, not a lot of them, but some of them. Just support us, man. Just support us. I'm telling you, we're trying our best to get to that point to where we could be a Real Fan Sports is a real thing. It ain't just a random YouTube channel. That this is a channel where you can get some insights, some interviews from the players that you love, players that you like, you know, teams that you know, and all that stuff. You know, some early access news and stuff. And, you know, all that stuff, man. Like, we're trying. We're trying, and it's all thanks to y'all, because when we started this, like we said it early, like I said it early on the stream when Non stepped away, we started this channel up. We started it up because Non was watching the game, and I was like, damn, I don't want to watch a game by myself. Can I watch it with you? He said, sure. We joined in, and now we have, 16 of y'all in here right now. I think we topped that around 50. We've had some where it's been, a couple hundred, and we're just watching it with our friends and family. Y'all join in. Y'all are family.
Oh, most definitely.
Ashcroft, the best on ground.
Ashcroft?
Yeah, I can hear him.
The father-son pick.
That's the father-son thing.
Oh, yeah.
Also love all the kids on the field.
Yeah.
Will Ashcroft.
I don't know if you saw that message.
Big cheers.
Taterhead said, Zach, if it's okay, we Zachs have to stick together. He said his name is Zach too. So
shut up, Taterhead. I still don't like you.
Hey, what up, Fancy?
Miss Fancy, how have you been? How have you been, Miss Fancy? I haven't talked to you in forever.
I think she might have it on auto.
Maystar said, "Got to know the words. What a great performance from the Lions."
Crazy.
It was. It is.
Yeah.
Didn't fire a shot today. Dudley did a good job, though. Yeah. I'm gonna do a big scroll down. If we missed a comment, just comment it again. We'll stay on for a little bit longer. Oh, so resubscribe. Okay, I thought she was in the channel. Oh no, there she is. That's crazy.
She might be. Yeah.
Miss Fancy. Yeah. Miss Fancy, how you doing?
I saw the video.
How is
Just Carl, do you have Instagram
the baby
or Twitter?
Wait, Miss Fancy, how old is she, baby? Now he's what? 2
like,
years old now, at least.
He's definitely not a baby.
He's a toddler now, right? Like 4 years old. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's running crazy. Let's see.
He's 6. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! He's 6. Oh my god! That makes me feel. That makes.
That's why he's definitely not a baby.
That makes me feel old right there. I'm not gonna lie. That makes me feel old. He's a menace. It's goodness.
Yeah, he's terrible 6s. Okay, then follow us on Instagram and send us a message. Let us know that's you, Just Carl.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I
So
do
these
like about
kids that
the
are here,
international
are
sports.
these-
It's
are
always
these-
like sharing the experience with kids. I
Same.
always like that. That's so cool.
Oh, that hat is
Kai
fire,
Loman.
by the way.
Yeah, I like that hat.
Sinbad, what do I have to do to buy a hat?
Yeah, those are cool.
I'll send you a link. I know a couple of places.
Send me a link.
Once the season's over, you can get a lot of good bargains. So I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Send me a link. I love to have a hat. The hat looks sick.
Yeah.
This is the funny part of the year. A lot of people critique the players' responses. For example, last year, your guy Mason Cox goes up, gets his medal, puts the hat on the kid, doesn't shake the kid's hand, walks away to celebrate. Did he get grief? He got so much grief.
I can imagine.
You know, the snotty asshole American, you know, oh, jeez.
Oh, wait, that was Mason Cox that did that?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
just did a video on him, too. Now we're going to get hate. Actually, that video might pop off now.
What video is that?
We did a Mason Cox story untold video not that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We are the pride of Brisbane town. We wear maroon, blue, and gold. That just doesn't sound right, Ellen. But I mean, there you go. Blue. Anything that has blue in it sounds like it's wrong, but that's fair enough. Levi Ashcroft is the Lions jumper next year. Apparently better than Will.
Yep.
Any thoughts, Sinbad?
That's the story. The younger brother, father-son nomination. So it should be a straight path through to Brisbane. And
That's crazy.
yeah, obviously, again, Collingwood saw it in the last couple of years with the Dacos boys. The older one's good. The younger one is a star. So interesting to see, where he heads. But yeah.
Do you remember the Bobcats? The Charlotte Bobcats. I mean, that wasn't even that long ago, Taterhead. Like you're trying to make me feel old. That wasn't that long ago. Okay, that was not even. That wasn't even 5 years ago.
There he is, my kid. Go, Logan.
Hey. Come on, Logan. Come on.
That's cool.
Cheers.
Yeah, my wife's Facebook will be covered in his pictures.
All right, Sinbad. All right, so we didn't make this agreement for the stream, but after the stream, now that you've been here, the agreement for you to go here is that you have to have him post a picture and say subscribe to Real Fans Games, right?
See what I can do.
Hey, on the real though, if we ever grow this thing, and that's a connection, something we could talk to, that'd be really cool.
Well, exactly.
Not now,
I think
not
you've
now.
got more-
Couple years from now. But yeah.
You've got more hope of getting hold of Mason Cox. But anyway.
Well, no one wants to hear his point of view anymore because he just snubbed a little kid. 2027 American AFL team. Yeah, right, Ace. Yeah, right. It would just be too combative with the sports, and that's the thing. Like we talked about with cricket too, it's gonna be too combative. We talked about that with the cricket world is that once they stop first of all, AFL isn't compared to NFL out here yet. It's compared to rugby, but that's also why rugby will never get the light of day in America because of the harsh comparisons. And it's the same thing with cricket with baseball until it just becomes that these are different sports and we appreciate the athletes that are good at this sport and that sport, it won't grow. That is the tale that they're trying to tell right now between those two elements. And we have talked with guys that are higher up. Like if y'all haven't checked out our India versus Pakistan live stream, we met with the guy Mangesh, who is a owner of a cricket minor league team. He's also a part of the board as far as the USA Nationals team's selective committee of who they select to be a part of the USA men's national team. That's probably the craziest thing we've done in this channel. Unknowingly. unknowingly,
Just randomly meet
being
him
who we
at
are,
the
talking
20 match.
talking to a random guy, and then all of a sudden we get in and we're talking before stream. Like, we didn't even talk about it too much, but like leading up to the India-Pakistan game, we're talking to Mangesh and Pratik and going through all of our stuff, and we find out that this dude is a big effing deal, and we're like, wait, what? We are not serving.
Just quickly, guys, number 26 a few players ago went up, a guy called Conor McKenna. He's formerly a Gaelic football player.
Cool. We got to catch Gaelic out soon.
One of the few who's gone on to win a premiership. He's been out here about a decade now, went home during the COVID years, and then came back, and he's got himself a premiership medal now.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry.
Pretty cool. That's a great story, actually.
There's so many have come out. Obviously, Gaelic football is an amateur game, so no money's paid. So a lot of them will come to Australia, whether to play in the big league or minor leagues, whatever it may be, just to get some money, come out for a couple of years for a holiday, and play a bit of football and get paid. And the women do it. So many Irish women are out here now for the same reason. The women's league's on right now. It's in week 5, week 6.
Interesting. Taylorhead says, anyone retiring? That I do not know. Main star, Katy Perry performed better than the Swans.
Go back in your.
I saw that comment and that shit made me laugh my ass off. Like I started chuckling like on the side of things.
He can go back in his mum's basement.
Oh, I don't know what someone said, but please prayers out to anyone that has been affected in the States by Hurricane Helene.
Oh, by the hurricane.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have supported us that are from the Florida, Georgia, North Carolina area that are suffering with a lot of things. Daniel is one of them. He just got service back, but he's suffering with a lot of damage right now. If anyone is willing to help somebody from a natural disaster, you can go to the Red Cross website and find. I don't have a direct link, but
I'm looking up
if you if you can, that'd be very helpful. We haven't heard from Cheesehead yet, so I'm assuming that means his service is still down. It was a horrible storm that came through. It landed at a Category 4 hurricane. It landed at a Category 4 hurricane. The storm surge is supposed to be extremely bad. The flooding has been incredible. It has ventured off into multiple states up north or more northern that aren't used to the flooding that they have. I'm sorry, I'm listening to also this stuff, but the flooding that they're not used to expecting. It has been one of those storms that is going to do a lot of damage. That's going to separate a lot of homes and separate a lot of families and such. So please send some prayers out to those people that are dealing with this. And if you are able to, Non will be posting a link down below for Red Cross. If you want to donate, that's going to help. That's going to help with providing water, MREs, which is a food-based thing that doesn't need to be done much to heat up, doesn't expire and stuff like that. So please do donate.
Just post a link in the chat so you guys can see it.
Yeah, thank you, Non.
Yep.
Is Mason Cox the first ever U.S.-born person to win an AFL title or grand final?
Yes. Yeah. You've got the Canadian Mike Pike back in 2012, and then Mason Cox last year, first American.
Oh, cool.
And he's a piece of shit on the stage.
Way
to make us look great, Mason. And his story was so nice.
It was
he probably didn't mean
story.
it.
Oh, that's right. This is the first year that This is the first year of a captain's medal too. The Ron Barassi medal. Here, there's that name again.
Ron Barassi, yeah.
So yeah, they've inaugurated a medal in his name for the winning captains.
That's cool.
Awesome. Very awesome. Do you accept video requests to watch? Yes, right here. That link right there. That's where we accept the video requests.
Yeah, that's added them.
I'm gonna do a big scroll down because I was definitely behind. I saw someone say something about hurricanes, so I did want to touch on that real quick. Where did I see that?
That was something different. Skip that one. Just skip it.
Oh, it's okay. It's something different. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right. So I'm
gonna
drop down.
Yeah, has nothing to do with the actual weather.
Ace, I love Mason Cax. By the way, just saying. Look, if you love Cox, dude, just do your thing, Ace.
Terrible. Yeah, corny.
What did he say?
Just a wrong press, as I said.
I love how Sinbad hit me with the corny. I know it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his father died in World War II. The Melbourne Football Club, where his father played, said, we'll raise him, we'll support him, we'll, put him through school, etc., etc. And,
oh, wow.
And then they effectively, he was zoned to play, I think, at Carlton. But they put that much pressure on the league to say, bring him to his father's club. So the league introduced this father-son rule. The number of games over the years that qualify has changed. It's currently sitting at 100. And so essentially, yeah, if you play 100 games at your club, then that club has first digs on you in the draft. Obviously, it's used quite a lot. A couple of clubs have had a lot of success out of it. Some clubs have had nothing, like Hawthorn was mentioned earlier, but they've had enough flags anyway. And Ron Barassi ultimately was probably one of the best three players ever in respect. Yes, he played 60, 70 years ago, but won a lot of premierships, coached a lot of premierships. I think I gave him a bit of a bio in one of my emails.
Yeah.
So now he's got this medal. He passed away last year, so now he's got this medal.
Interesting. That actually makes the idea of the father-son situation sound so much better than, just blatantly hear it. It makes it sound a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. It was introduced for a purpose, and it just lives on. As far as we're aware, it's unique. No one else uses it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can say that's remotely close to that in the U.S., it deals with the colleges. If your father, mother played for a certain college and they're not necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily a star, but you can get into those colleges without having really to apply. It's like a legacy situation. So that's probably the closest. That's the closest thing I can say that U.S. does. That's close to that, but I think that's pretty cool.
There's a lot of jokes about it. There was a player called David Cloak who played at Richmond, played a couple of 100 games there, then went to Collingwood and played 100 games there. And his three sons all nominated Collingwood to go to.
Really?
And the joke was that it's the third one we want. The first two we just put up with. And so it was the third player, Travis, who we really wanted.
Yeah. That's actually pretty funny.
And, it was. Yeah, it was always a bit of a running gag because the first two were serviceable players, but the third one, was quite a good player. Was a member of the 2010 Premiership Club.
That's pretty cool. Just Carl says, which is interesting. That's my brother's name. Said big ups to y'all. Just subscribe as well and go Springboks blokes. Let's wrap up the rugby championship today. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. That's pretty awesome. And I mean, we hope to see you again.
A springbok is a deer or some sort of antelope or something like that. That's their national animal. Oh god, he's doing a show.
I'll be right back. I got something on the stove.
We'll wait for Nan to get back. We'll make sure Nan get back. I mean, look, if I'm doing an Australian sport, I got to go ahead and live in the culture, and I will do a shoey. We're gonna have some fun with it. I'm not sure where we left off at. Let's see if I can find it. College depth. You would hope to play NFL. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Ace. So I think first African to win a premiership is Josh Gibson. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. You know anything about this, Sinbad? Yeah, quite likely. Tyga, Tajay,
Hawthorn in the 2010s. Ty, you pronounce it.
Taj.
He played in their 2005 flag, and he did a little jig on stage, a little Irish jig. It's on
Hey, we
YouTube.
love that. I can hit one of those too, but my knee's been popping lately. I think. Look, I've torn. I have slightly torn both of my ACLs, and I would try and do one right now out of like content, but y'all might see me going to the hospital and it's too late, and yeah, it actually might be good though because I might get an IV and I might feel better in the morning. Time to make us breakfast. What's for breakfast, Taterhead? What's for breakfast? Okay, Pete, it's time to get ready for the volleyball next week. Hey, Peter H., my brother, appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You've been here since the beginning,
Thanks
man.
for the comments
truly
today, Peter.
appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like we said, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're hoping to do plenty of more international content and stuff like this, but also content for the sports that we watch and sports that we've grown up enjoying. And I feel like it would be a good experience. I think Sinbad could be a voice for that. You know, he didn't watch a whole bunch of NFL, NBA, and stuff like that, but he's came in and has enjoyed the antics. And it's not even all about the NBA or the NFL. It's just about talking the shit, having some fun, and all that. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, it's not as if we hijack other sports, is it?
No, not that. Not always.
You get the right combination in and just talk whatever you bloody want.
That's exactly what it is, man. We look at our channel as a sports bar. You come in, enjoy your time while you're here. Talk whatever's going on that's hot in your world of sports, or just whatever's going on in your world in general, man. We just like to have a fun time. Our next live stream will be Sunday morning. Sunday morning for us, which I think will be Sunday, like either late night, or it might be or I think it might be early morning Monday for our this weekend's, or not, I'm sorry, not this week's sport, but our As the NFL Turns podcast with our Come On Sports Network. We're joined with a panel of great analysts of the world of the NFL.
There's a good view of the ground on TV right now. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now too on Team Z. So we do cover some of that. That'll be our next live stream, but the following live stream will be Monday night football, which will go live at 7:20 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Which Sinbad, what time is that roughly around for y'all when we start those streams up? Sorry, what time again? Sorry.
Monday night football. What is that for y'all? That's Tuesday at what time?
Oh, okay. Usually 9:30, 10 a.m. around there.
There you go. Something like that. That'll be our next live stream. We'll have a bunch of edited videos coming out. We're going to have some reactions set up that we're going to be recording on Sunday. Like we said, we had the reaction link. If there's any videos that y'all would like us to check out, y'all can for sure send them to this link. It's actually pretty blank right now. We have a lot on our docket that's already pre-saved, but the link itself is actually pretty open. So send us some. We'll go ahead and look through them, and we'll put them in our list. If you are a member, you obviously get an advantage on when we react to your video. It is about a 2-to-3 ratio, 2 membership videos to 1 non-membership video. So if y'all want to check it out, you can. He says, see you next time, blokes. Peter, don't leave yet, because I'm going to do a shoey, and we're going to close things out the right way. Sinbad, great effort today. Very appreciated. Hey, Mainstar, yeah. Look, like Mainstar's hyping it up because he wasn't here. Because Sinbad and Mainstar be going at it in the chats normally, but he's like, "Oh yeah, you did really good, Sinbad." Sinbad, tell him he's a piece of shit. I want to hear you tell him.
I'd like to thank Mainstar for his efforts today in posting and responding. But yeah, it's a pretty shit awful effort, yeah.
He says have some Vegemite on toast. Make sure lots of butter, my brother. Almost 6 p.m. here in Eastern Australia. Y'all's nights just getting started, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe. You already started drinking. Make sure y'all take a break, drink a couple bottles of water, or glasses of waters. Yeah. Light up the pit. Do all that thing. What about the Saints game? Shut up, Taterhead. I was going to try and go live for the Saints Falcons game, but I've actually got invited to go to a get together for a watch along, so I will not be here for the Saints game. I'm going to a buddy's house. Where did he win the Prem, David? Oh, here we go. Membership is in the mail. He's so stupid. All right. Well, look, let's edit out the right way. Let's edit the Aussie way. I got it's not a full beer. It's about 3/4 filled. Let's do it the right way. Let's pour it in.
Just quickly, guys, thank you very much indeed for the invite. It's been great. Loved it, every minute of it. Great to be a member of this channel, and fingers crossed we can do it again next year.
Oh, most definitely. Even more sooner than that, man. We appreciate you being here, man.
Sinbad. Hey, yo, shout out Sinbad, man. Taking time out of his day to come and do this. He even kicked his daughter out of his house in order, or her house, not his house, her house.
Yeah.
In order to come in. So, hey, Sinbad, appreciate you, brother. You are welcome anytime. You just tell us when you want to come join in, and we'll go ahead and we'll send you the link. You're welcome as always, brother.
Always.
Thank you very much.
All right, y'all. Here comes the shoey. Aussie special.
Make this a short
Appreciate
non.
you guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, you forgot the inner soul.
Oh, no.
It's done. Come on. Aussie. Oi.
Oi.
You're the only one who does that.
That's fine. That's
too
fine, man.
funny.
Look, we
Up there with
appreciate
shrimp
you
on the
guys.
barbie.
We love you guys, man. Hey, put the shrimp on the bobbies, you know, all that. Hop in the pouch of the kangaroos and all that stuff. You know, like I don't know what y'all do with koala bears. They got crazy
Hop
claws.
in the
Like,
pouch of the kangaroo.
I don't know.
I'm
Y'all have some fun. Y'all have some fun.
Just quickly,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
just quickly. YouTube, Melbourne Airport, kangaroo. Have a look.
YouTube,
I've
Melbourne
seen it.
Airport.
I've seen it. It's crazy. He fucked that shit up. I've already seen it. He's fucked that shit up.
Welcome to
fucked that
Australia.
shit up.
What?
Absolutely. Look, guys, appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been an incredible game. We'll be back live next Friday for some NRL content, NRL Grand Finals. I don't even know who the matchup is, so like I'll be lying if I try to fake it. We'll also be live on Sunday morning, which is Tuesday or Sunday night or Monday morning for y'all. And then we'll be live Monday night, aka Tuesday during the day around 9 a.m. ish. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And send us out.
Get some sleep.
Man, it's been a great show. Once again, thank you to Sinbad. Thank you for all the new people that came in. Man, we truly appreciate everybody that came in, but also the new people that came in and stayed here and talked their trash to support their teams, even if their team wasn't in this event. And Tater, if you're asking, hey, make those compilations. We'll love them. We'll love them. Appreciate you. But thank you. We love you. We'll catch you next one. Peace out, y'all.
Good night.
I was gonna do it, and I lost it. Like I lost the momentum.
You got a few seconds before I press the button. You got a few seconds. Hurry up.
It's in the dark. It's in the dark. It's in the dark. Main Star loves these. We don't do shoeies. We do chug buds. RFS 15 chugbud.com. Cheers.